The new normal uniform has a lot of us searching our closets and drawers for men's essentials that aren't there. Instead of the usual business casual button-ups and jeans, it's soft-knit polos, tees, joggers, and active shorts. Whatever men's basics you need, Mack Weldon has you covered. For me, it's about comfort. I look good, I feel good, I love it. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit from socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, or active shorts. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Mack Weldon's wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. And with Weldon Blue, their totally free loyalty program, you get free shipping for life. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you. No questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's PEASANTS. That's mackweldon.com/peasants, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 847. We're back again, a little late this time. You know, it's the curse of the tech issues. We're having some more tech issues, basically bad cables. So I have to run in the wee hours of the morning. I have to scurry along to a store and buy some new video cables, because we have a Patreon private show tomorrow. Actual Mania, what is it, 18? I don't even remember. There's a lot of them. I used to remember. It's hard enough for me to remember which episode it is. Okay, so yeah, we're doing Actual Mania tomorrow. I need more. I need this situation. Basically, I put a Band-Aid over it, and that's why we're able to do the show now. But I need to get more cables tomorrow. So that's the long and short of it. How's it going, Asterios and Scoot?
So that's why you chose to scam people today. Is that right, Ben?
That's why.
Is that the reason for today's scamming?
That's the reason du jour. You know.
There'll be a fun new reason next week.
Of course.
I told Ben he shouldn't whip me with the cables all the time, but
yeah,
he doesn't listen.
Yeah. I go, "You are my slave," and I whip him.
How
he goes,
else? Okay, Billy, let's flesh that out. If you don't want him to do that, how do you propose he keeps you in line?
Well,
you can't keep me in line.
It's like the mad scientist in Frankenstein. It's kind of like that. Like I beat him, and he goes, like that. Have you ever seen that scene in Ed Wood where Bela Lugosi's beating Tor?
It's a BDSM thing.
Yes.
Possibly the last good Tim Burton movie?
It's one of my favorite movies ever because Martin Landau did such a good caricature of Bela Lugosi. Like, who knows how much that was really like the real Bela Lugosi? It didn't matter.
What?
Right?
It's still fun, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't even matter how... That movie's loosely based on a true story, but, you know, who knows how much of it was really true. But I loved it. Did Landau win the Oscar for it? I know he was nominated. I think he might have won the Oscar for that role.
That's a good question. He was definitely nominated.
I think he won.
I will get back to you
for Best Supporting Actor.
Up the 1995 Oscars, because I believe the movie came out in 94. Let's see how many things I'm right or not right about.
It's all on you,
Martin
Scott.
Landau, winner, Best Supporting Actor.
And he deserved it.
Martin Landau's never been in a bad movie.
That's an interesting claim.
Everyone, please like the stream. Continue to like it throughout the stream. I want to let you know that I have a lot of stupid ads tonight, so we'll get into that later. We do have some action news too. I guess we'll see where this goes. This should be good. Also, if for those of you who aren't old school DP fans and you don't recognize the title, the random discussions of the inebriated variety, I couldn't think of a title because last minute I was setting everything up, and that was the name of a total DP ripoff show back in the day, where they even their theme was like a discount version of the DP theme, and the intro even looked like it.
That's not what I thought it was. I thought it was, for some reason, you couldn't write Drunken Peasants in the title for some reason. Like that was that name
YouTube
was
will
Shadow
demonetize
Man,
us.
so you had to write something similar. But yeah, I did not know it was a ripoff show.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Yeah. Nice. So how's it going, Asterios?
I'm doing all right. My coffee is kicking in at the perfect time, 9:30 at night.
Yep.
And I'm doing all right over here.
I normally have coffee during the show. Seattleites, we're crazy about coffee, especially Billy here. He can't get enough coffee.
I can't get enough.
He's stereotypical Seattleite.
I've had almost 4 cups in my life, I think. I can't get enough.
Yep.
You got to cut down. You're going to get the jitters.
He has them anyway.
Yeah, I always got the jitters.
He is constantly shaking.
I'm jittering as we speak.
You're bouncy. You should maybe drink more coffee.
Maybe.
It's the way if people with ADHD take Ritalin, which is an upper, but it calms them the fuck down.
What if coffee was your Adderall and you live in the mecca of coffee for the United States and you don't drink it?
I took Adderall and I stopped jittering. I stopped jittering when I take Adderall. I'm very chill.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Man, Adderall sounds great, but then I hear it punches a hole in your heart.
Look, I
took Adderall as a kid for most of elementary school and some of high school. There's no hole in my heart.
There's an ice box.
I don't believe it does.
There's an ice box where my heart used to be.
Now, Egghead never took Adderall, and there's a hole in his heart. So I think if you don't take Adderall, you might get a hole in your heart.
I blame that on Egghead,
though.
This is so exciting. Wait, why is he being brought up so early? Is there recent Egghead news?
Well, I will say this. Tomorrow's Actual Mania, and I didn't want to get too much into detail, but I will say, I was going through a rough time with the show, and a shady individual came to me in the night and said, I want to invest in DP, but I got to have control of Actual Mania, and I made a deal with the devil. And they were like, hey, my one stipulation for me to save DP, because you can't carry it on your own, Ben, you need me.
Mm-hmm.
The one stipulation is that I get to decide what goes on with Actual Mania, and I want Egghead to be the commentator at the next Actual Mania. So we've got... It's me and Billy, and then Egghead as the commentator. I did not choose this. This is the anonymous drunken peasants investor.
Your
angel
mysterious
investor.
benefactor.
Yeah.
Mysterious benefactor is good. Well, I mean, look, that makes sense. It's like you'd have Jesse Ventura, Gorilla Monsoon. They'd been in the ring before. Egghead is cringe. He's cringe. That's what he is.
Now, is he competing on the show? Is he going to be commentating his own stuff? That seems like a conflict of interest.
He won't be competing.
Okay. Has he been retired to the Cringe Hall of Fame?
Nope. He's just in a commentary position at this point.
Yeah, we Macho Manned his ass.
All right.
Yeah, we stripped him of the title and Macho Manned him.
There's going to be rumors that he bangs my 14-year-old daughter now.
More than rumors, friend.
Oh, yeah. Let's do...
Well, this is exciting.
I want to do some oddities first. We'll start off with oddities this time. Kind of do something a little different than usual. So here is tonight's oddities.
Please disappear.
Please disappear. Please disappear.
Oh. Another reason to sign up for Patreon tonight is not only are you going to get Actual Mania tomorrow, but if you hit the $10 level, you're going to watch Billy and I review an epically bad movie. It's the, what is it, Spanish or Italian
Spider-Man?
Italian Spider-Man movie.
You all have seen gifs of it, probably, but probably not many of you have seen the movie.
Dev Adam. Oh, it's Turkish. It's Turkish. That's what it is. It's the Turkish Spider-Man. 3 Adam. That's what we're doing tonight.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Here's a new guy that we've never watched before, and the title of this video is "When You Masturbate, Don't Touch Anything."
What about yourself?
Your man Joe came around just to find out you need to know, and I'm here because I wanted to talk about this, but I haven't got a chance to get around it, or I just haven't got around it. About another part about masturbation is when you finish masturbating and you repent of your sins and you don't want to do it anymore, or if you're attempting to do it and you did it anyway, whatever you do, don't touch nothing. Okay, especially if you're masturbating and you're using your hands. Don't touch anything.
How about if you're masturbating and not using your hands?
Well, see, there is a way I figured out to masturbate and not use my hands.
Couch cushions.
No,
cushions.
Yeah, you bang the hell out of the couch cushions.
No, what you gotta do.
You did it, didn't you?
No,
you've never banged couch cushions.
I don't want to talk about it. But what I do to make sure my hands don't touch while I masturbate is I open a Bible right down the middle. I slide my peenie between it, smash the pages together, and just into the Bible.
You've never been like,
now, what book of the Bible do you? What do you go? Psalms? What do you go? Exodus?
Dude, I do Book of Mormon because I'm weird like that.
But that's very
my
small.
favorite book of the Bible.
That happens to be a very small book.
The Book of Mormon?
Yeah,
it's a good size.
No, it's not. It's small compared to the rest of the Bible, and it's its own book. So you literally just made a small PD joke about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever looked at, the sofa, the Davenport, and been like, hey, these cushions look quite supple?
No.
More cushions for the pushing.
That's where that came from.
I grew up in a crack house, so the chances of me sticking my wiener in there and getting a needle or something in it are high.
Well, wasn't your dad always picking through the couch cushions looking for
He lived
crumbs?
on the couch.
Was he wasn't it like wasn't there that time frame where he'd run out but he didn't cop yet and he was just like looking around?
Well, that's usually at the tail end of when he smoked all his stuff.
Yeah,
he's ran out and
trying
then
to smoke
he's
like a piece of popcorn.
Yeah, I was banned from eating popcorn on the couch because he'd find little popcorn kernels thinking they were crack rocks. He'd line them up and they go poof in his pipe and he'd be pissed.
That's messed up. I love it.
He'd be pissed.
When I masturbated and just something goes horribly wrong. Not horribly, but something just goes wrong. I remember one time when I was driving, not this car, it was another car that I had. When something just went completely wrong. I don't know if it's due to the masturbation or maybe it's because of the lack of maintenance. Look, I was
probably a lack of maintenance. I'm gonna go with lack of maintenance.
Maybe, but you don't know how much masturbation.
Even if he used the car's tailpipe as a fifi and filled it with his gobbledygoo, even if he did all that, I still think it was poor maintenance.
Cars, okay? That was my first car.
Just as long as we're paused, I'm going to say, this guy has a really nice voice. The kind of voice that makes you want to start masturbating. Right? This guy shouldn't be talking about this.
No.
Have you guys ever seen the video when someone stuck a fleshlight over the tailpipe of a car? It was like
yeah. Give me nightmares.
I mean, the first car wasn't destroyed because of masturbation. It was because of my lack of maintenance in the car. But I can and will say is that there are times when I did masturbate. It just, when I finished and I repented and don't want to do it anymore, it just something happens after.
I think this guy just has that issue with post-orgasmic regret. Like you know, like the people who cry after they're done. But
Yeah,
then he's like, "Oh man, God's judging me now."
The pity more hits him hard.
Right.
It's weird. It seems like that's it seems like that's common with women. Like it's like every single girl I've ever been with seems to cry after.
Yeah,
it
it's
must be
weird.
like a real problem for
It's weird.
ladies.
Yeah, definitely a ladies thing. Definitely an all ladies thing.
That's before
By
you
the
put the
way-
gag in
Oh,
their
I'm
mouth,
sorry.
right?
Wait, what was that?
Nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say I think I have this guy's exact dress shirt. I will be right back.
I really hope you do.
It looks like a bunch of little grains of rice.
It does look like rice.
Yeah.
It's just like something goes wrong in my car. It wasn't like anything major. It was just like little small things.
It looks like little maggots crawling all over him.
Like one of the spark plugs go out and stuff like that, or quickly
It's
gone out,
delicious.
and I just bought some. Maybe because of that, there are times where, especially if you are a person that likes electronics, yeah. Because I remember one time when I did masturbate and stuff like that, and I touch it with that hand, even though I did repent and I said I was sorry. It's just something like when I tried to turn on the camera and all the footage that I shot were just like completely corrupted.
Hold on. What he was making videos of it?
No, what he's saying, Ben. What he's saying, Ben, is we know
Pretty nice
why
shirt you got there.
we know why you
It's
have
the
to go
same
buy
shirt.
cables tomorrow. We know why Ben's got to run to Best Buy tomorrow. This is the problem. He's diagnosing your cable problem. You've been masturbating all over everything and touching the cables.
Okay. I never touched those cables though.
I don't know, Ben. This
I know
guy's-
you
Maybe
don't
not
know.
with your hands, but maybe
Yeah.
something else. How's your range?
I think it's
Not like that. Plus, I would never want to pull a DSP, so there's no masturbating going on in this room whatsoever.
there's so many
No,
cameras in here.
I've seen it. Ben's range is trash. It comes out like Terry Schiavo drinking buttermilk.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, what? And it's crazy. Like,
I'm going to masturbate tonight,
so if
but
you
way of
ever
this guy.
masturbate and you repented and you were sorry,
Give me some of that rice.
don't do it again. If you ever get to that, whatever you do, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. We probably saying, well, Joe, how long till I start, touching stuff? I don't know. I guess it's for me.
Let it dry first. Let it become a nice schmegma, and then touch things.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Flaky flake.
I'm going to be honest with you. Normally, I would want to make fun of this guy for believing stupid stuff, but science kind of tells me that his pubes are akin to his beard, and all the friction of masturbating gives a static charge to those pubes that creates like a static touch to his hands, and he actually is destroying electronics because
So
of the
there is
static
science
charge of
behind
his
this.
masturbation. Yeah, it's not a Christian thing here where God's smiting him. It's all the electrostatic magnetic charge he's building up from the friction. It's got to be scientific. I
Feels like
believe
for-
he's destroying his electronics.
like a couple of
He should
hours.
stop masturbating or wax.
It was like for me, like a couple of hours, maybe like an hour or so, or maybe like an hour or two. There are cases like that where I just didn't touch anything.
Do this. Let it dry. Let it become dry. Crush it up and put it in your hair and say it's dandruff. And when we walk around and be like, look, and go to the pharmacy, the local CVS or Walgreens, buy some Head and Shoulders, check out, and then talk to the checkout person and point out to them you're buying Head and Shoulders because you got dandruff. Really bad.
This is a weird kink. This is a very weird kink.
I do like this move, and then you take the Head and Shoulders home, and then you use it, and then one day a friend stays over and uses your shower, and they look at the Head and Shoulders and like, huh, and then after they shower, they come out and they say to you, hey, I saw the Head and Shoulders in the shower. I didn't know you have dandruff, and then you say, exactly.
can we spend less time talking about what to do with used baby cream and more time talking about how our shirts are identical?
Why are we talking
I went
about
out and I
the
put on the shirt. We're wearing the same shirt. We got the same beard. Me and this guy we're like jerkin buddies.
you literally
so I
look
won't have
like
to mess up my car.
you got the glasses and everything. You guys are jerking.
Me and this guy, we're simpatico.
You're jerking too,
So,
electric Google Boo.
What is it? Rice? Is it maggots? Is it like what is on the shirt?
It's cum, baby.
Let's be clear. This is a plain blue shirt.
Yeah.
It started as a plain blue shirt.
He walks in, he buys Head and Shoulders every day.
Yeah, so despite being all that, please, I just wanted to say that just to be aware. Oh man, it's hot. Just to give you guys the heads up that
now his
if you were
windshield's
to
gonna, or
masturbate,
his window motor to roll his window down is going to break. He's touching his.
Just forget every part of a car.
Yes.
the least you can do is just don't touch anything until a certain time. Until I don't know. Maybe there's a period of judgment.
How about you just wash your hands?
But
Well,
yeah,
with
but
him,
the
I do
time
think
that
it's a
you do,
static charge,
please
and I don't
do
think
not
washing will get
touch
rid of the static
anything.
charge.
Regardless if it's your car or even whatever it is. Maybe it affects the electronics more, but whatever you do, when you masturbate, don't touch anything. Yeah, I think that's it. So without further ado, it's your man Joe. Repent, for the day of the Lord is near. Please make Yeshua HaMashiach your personal savior today.
Who?
Mishka
no, he said Yeshua. He means like he used the traditional way of
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
did he say make Michigan J Frog your personal savior? Because
Hello,
every time
my
I try
baby.
to tell
Hello,
people
my
about it,
honey.
he hides in that box.
Please be washed by the blood of Jesus Christ, be baptized in the Holy Spirit and fire. Prepare for the rapture. Prepare for Yeshua's coming. Prepare for the wedding supper of the Lamb. Prepare for the 7-year tribulation. Prepare for the great white throne
shut
judgment.
up.
And also
Like no one can like. Does
What
it
a
even
sign-off.
does it even matter if you say all that shit if you're like half-assing it like this guy is?
I think
He's really going through the motions.
I think he's just trying to get as quickly as possible back into masturbatory mode.
Yeah.
prepare for the Rema judgment.
The
So without
refractory
further ado,
period
it's
is
your man
over.
Joe. See you guys in another video or so, okay? All right.
Almost all of this guy's videos is about jerking it too. Like almost all
Shut
of
up,
them.
really?
No, yeah. I got another one.
Ah!
I don't. I wasn't gonna play it on this show, but it. Yes, there's a bunch of them.
We got a bunch of videos from him in our spank bank.
Let's see if I have whatever in the next shirt he's gonna wear. It's
Ooh,
awesome.
I doubt it.
What did
You know what
you
though?
do?
This reminds me what you just did, Asterios, reminds me of when the Vigilant Christian Mario wore a shirt that I have. Like we had the same shirt, and it was a video. I don't know how much you've seen of the Vigilant Christian Mario because he's fallen off recently, so I don't think we've played many videos, if at all, for you of him. But he used to be almost like an Alex Jones or a Mark Dice, but very religious. And then later on, like, he was always known for getting very emotional in his videos and crying. And he had just gotten, like, basically canceled by a bunch of Christians and wore this shirt that I also have and bawled his eyes out in a video. So I wore it while reacting to a video of him wearing the shirt.
Is
Yeah.
he the guy that looks like Jesus a little bit?
No, he's
Okay.
like, he's like, remember the term metrosexual?
I do.
He's he fits
All
that.
too well.
He fits that.
Remember how it's funny how we had to come up with an all-new word for guys putting in a little bit of effort, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he was also
I hate him.
kind of ambiguous too, like in denial because of his religion, but then later
He
admitted
was
to it.
100% gay. What Ben's trying to say is he was 100%
I
gay.
mean,
Good for
I
him
don't
for being a
know.
gay guy.
Metrosexual was agitprop to get men into the fashion industry to sell more fashion.
It made me not
Psyop,
want to buy
baby.
that fashion.
Psyop,
Classic psyop.
really quickly, Asterios, if you have the same shirt as this guy and the same beard and glasses and style as this guy, do you think he's got a wall full of cum-covered porgs in his house?
He should be so lucky.
I'm trying to remember where this video was. Let me see really quick. I don't remember where I had it.
Come on, same shirt lottery.
Come
Let's
on.
I don't know if I
go,
can find it
Poconos.
right now.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Daddy needs a
buried in
new
the
shirt.
it's in the archives.
Yeah, I don't remember. Hold on, I'll find it. I know where to look for it.
That's okay. That's all right. I gotta say, if you're making YouTube videos about how you should or shouldn't masturbate, that's pretty sad. It's like you have so much guilt about masturbating that you're like, well, let me see if I can turn this into content or something good.
Yeah,
Like,
Let me see if I can turn this into Christian content.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Oh,
genius.
my good. Yeah, that whole thing where like a preacher's like, well, I used to be just like you. I used to get drunk all the time, fuck a lot of ladies, and start fights, and then I found Jesus. It's like I think you just like telling stories. I think you just like telling stories about how you used to be cool, guy.
I should try Christianity.
All
If
right.
it's anything like fucking a
So-
lot of girls and fighting.
Give it a spin.
Preview. He's wearing a hoodie in this next one.
All right, well, let's see if I can find a hoodie that fits.
Does Asterios have
Hey
this
guys,
hoodie?
your man Joe.
He
Came
probably
around
do.
just to
He's like,
found
no,
that
I
you
do.
Here he
know.
goes.
He's got it.
I'm gonna give out this vision that I
If
had.
Asterios comes back with his beard shaved, that's A for effort.
Like
Oh
a
my
week
God,
or
what a
week
what
or
a
so.
king.
He'll cut his jugular trying to do that now that he heard that. You'll be
No.
responsible for his demise.
No.
ago.
Way to go, Bill! You
Um,
killed Asterios again.
Before I got into the vision, there was a time where I would, masturbate to.
I like how he pauses like it's a bad word. Like he's struggling to even say the word. Everyone, please
It's
like the
tough.
stream, by the way. Like it.
Just shut up and like the
Like
stream.
it, please.
Take your hands off of your business and like the stream, please. Then go back to your business.
Off your biscuits.
Off your biscuits, no gravy. Preaching to the choir ministries.
Masturbate and look at pornography and stuff like that. But every time I would masturbate, I've noticed that I see like in a vision where I see like my hand stinks. Not like in human, well, probably not just in human order, order, but also my genitals as well. Because in this vision, I see.
All right,
my
is this what
hand-
he was wearing?
Yep.
Bad job.
Nailed it.
Is that an
Was he wearing a
apron?
was he wearing a sexy apron?
Was he wearing a diaper bag?
Oh,
What is
damn.
that?
I just got free tickets to the gun show.
Yeah, Asterios looks like he's about to beat up a munchkin.
And like really, it's really stinky.
it
I
say
don't
kiss
smell
the
it,
hook?
but it's almost kind of like you. It's almost kind of like I haven't bathed in days, and it's almost kind of like it stinks so much that you can actually see it. Yeah, it was like a very thick.
No!
It was like a very thick kind of smell.
Wash yourself.
As far
Wash
as the vision
yourself.
goes.
Take a bath. Wash yourself.
And the stench looked
Don't
like
show
it
me
was
what you're
raising up
working
at least
with.
about
You have
10
Fremunda cheese,
to 20
dude.
feet, 20, 30 feet in
You're
the air.
Fremunda cheese farming. This is the scary
And,
dairy.
Yeah, and this
Stop
is why
it.
I need to be aware. You guys also need to be aware as well to avoid
You're sick.
masturbation
You're
at all
sick.
costs.
You are sick. You use Christianity as a way to publicly talk about your disgusting masturbatory actions. This is gross.
It's a pretty funny angle he's taken. Like he's just gross.
Yeah.
But he's somehow put like a Christian spin on it, and in that it's supposed to be positive that way instead of him just being disgusting.
It's gross.
Recently, I haven't been masturbating as much due to the vision that I have. I believe is from the Lord.
How much is
that's-
not as much for you?
Yeah, if you're getting visions from God about masturbation, your masturbation should be this many.
I like how he quit. He quit masturbating, and now all he can do is talk about it and make videos about it on the internet.
It's almost like
I think
a
that's
drug
worse.
addict who stops doing drugs and then keeps talking about the drugs.
Yeah. Can you imagine having God personally tell you to stop masturbating and believing in God and then not stopping your masturbation?
And not doing it and
Yeah.
then making videos about it.
Yeah, look, Noah built a freaking ark because God told him to build an ark, right?
Yeah.
All this
He
guy's
is
got to do
spitting
is
in
not
the
touch
face
his
of
dang
God every day.
All this guy's got to do
He's
is not jerk
shooting
it.
in the face of God every day.
It's yes. I
God's
don't
into
know
that.
if there's a hell, but I would like to build one just for people like this.
Yeah.
Showing
I
me
can't
about
find my
masturbation.
garbage bag of costumes. I don't know where I put it.
Where's your costumes?
I have them all in
R.I.P.
a garbage bag somewhere.
R.I.P. Social Injustice Wario.
I really hope you didn't put your garbage bag
And
full
how
of
he
costumes
does.
next to the other garbage bags full of garbage.
Think
And somebody threw
as
them
well.
away.
Classic mistake.
And I believe this is also the spirit of the Lord is saying to me is also the same thing as for oral sex and anal sex as well.
What?
No pun intended.
No pund?
So
What's a pund?
I think pund is whatever was built up around his dang. It stinks so bad. I'm covered in
Yeah, I
a
also
puddle
think
of
he
pund.
tried to say odor about 12 times and never said it right.
He said hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
gotta
that's,
say
hors
that's
d'oeuvres.
I have a
tasty.
strange hors d'oeuvre coming from my crotch.
That's delicious.
I've
Yeah.
got deviled eggs coming out of my
No!
Oh,
but
Ben
again, please seek the Lord.
doesn't like eggs. I do like eggs. That equally offended us.
Yep.
That equally offended us.
Lord Jesus
I'm
Christ
glad
for this
that
for
joke
yourself.
went across the aisle.
You hit us right down the middle with that one. Oh, God.
Bipartisan.
And not just masturbation, probably, with strange objects as well. If you have sex toys or homemade that stuff, or
Homemade that stuff. What's he talking about? Like if I built
when
like
you
a
drill a
weird
hole in a
swing?
camel.
Okay, have you seen the memes of the homemade that stuff? Where it's like human remains and plastic bags and Pringles cans to look like a body on the floor of a garage.
I don't.
Yeah,
Gross.
it's
gross, dude.
toss that
Gross.
out. Toss that
It's
out, not just
gross.
out your house, but out your mind as well.
That's all right.
But all in all, repent for the day of the Lord is near. Please make Yeshua HaMashiach your personal Savior today. Please be washed by the blood of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and be baptized in the Holy Spirit and fire. Prepare for the rapture. Prepare for Yeshua's coming. Prepare for the wedding supper of the Lamb.
Blah, blah,
Prepare
blah.
for
I
the
don't even
seven-year
really believe
tribulation.
this.
And
I
prepare
just-
for the joy of the
Yeah, this is like when I was a kid and I would go to church because I was raised Catholic and I'd hear these old people and even the priest praying like blah, 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 like no feeling. It was like they were reciting the Pledge of Allegiance or something. Like they don't even care.
Which is fine for a kid who isn't into it and doesn't care, but like the
Right.
adults who believe it, like they believe that God is hearing it. So why aren't you guys into it? You should be into it. Do you think like, or just God isn't really checking his messages that close? He's like, oh yeah, they called, it's fine.
I think they feel like if they just do it, it doesn't matter if they give like no effort. Just doing it is enough.
This
I don't
sick
know.
and twisted bastard was so colorfully descriptive when talking about his stank bank, his disgusting pile of putrid yuck in his crotch that smelled odorous hand and cock every time he
Odorous horungus.
He was so descriptive of that, happy, colorful, and then when he goes to his prayer to give his well wishes to his Lord, he just sputter mutter mutter sputter mutter mutter.
Yep.
That's sick. This guy is sick.
judgment. All right, it's your man Joe. See you guys soon in the video. So okay. All right.
All right.
You should go to jail.
Yes, there's all this talk of heaven on earth. We need hell on earth for people that believe in hell, and just show them what it's like. It's a little hell ride. Not those stupid things the church set up with the high school kids that pretend to be in a
real
car
hell.
accident. Real hell.
Oh, you mean those little fake babies that teenagers have to carry
That's
around?
something they do. Yeah, they have all these little guilt things they use to condition children. It's like effectively, literally everything that we do to kids is grooming. Like everything is grooming. It's just like for a
No, you're just demonstrating that word gets overused.
No, that's what you're doing when you're trying to scare kids into a belief. You're grooming them into believing your thing.
I used to be a very religious person like this guy where I would always be scared of masturbating. I got over it because I know I'm going to hell anyways.
Yeah.
I'm scared of masturbating too, but that's because I have a fear of choking.
Actually, when you die, probably nothing will happen. Like literally, just like before you were born, how you don't know any of that. You had no awareness of anything. That same thing will happen, and that's actually in many ways worse than being alive, but also in many ways better than being alive. It's just all the good and all the bad. You don't deal with any of it. It's flatline.
Yeah, it's different, but it's okay.
Yeah,
we don't know, right? Like we don't know. We could be somebody else's. We could be somebody else's TV show.
We're okay. So, like, before you were born, what was the TV show of you?
We hadn't been written yet.
My two
okay.
dads.
So someone one day will stop writing it.
Yeah.
And then you'll be done, and you'll cease to exist.
Yeah, we don't know.
Billy does not want to admit that he won't exist someday.
I will always exist.
I guarantee. Yeah, see,
oh, that's what this is.
and I guarantee. And I guarantee it's his narcissism. It's his narcissism, and I guarantee you, somewhere in the back of his mind, there's a belief that he'll be the one exception, the one person that doesn't die, the one immortal person.
No, I happen to know that when I die, the rest of the world will cease to exist. So you guys better keep me alive.
You're going to be the last person to die.
Yeah, literally, if I go, you all go. You're a merrily dream in my life.
Can I play this at your funeral?
You could try.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
What up, fellow YouTubers?
Okay, I don't say this too often, but put the hat back on.
Yeah.
So we got a comment. Someone commented, "You better not go live again, boy. You Spurg raged quit your last stream."
Oh, snap.
Courtney Knight says, "Josh, check your email." Courtney Knight writes, "Happy National Pizza Day, Cobes. Order a pizza on us. Love from Courtney Sucks Discord." It's not letting me fucking order it, dude. Hey, we're not all born knowing how to do these things, people. So sitting here treat me like I'm a fucking stupid retard.
Is anyone born knowing how to order pizza online?
Hard. It shows how dumb you are because we're not all born knowing how to do this shit.
See, I was born knowing how to order a pizza over the phone, which was the way to order pizza when I was born. And then things changed. And I haven't been able to adapt. So this is
and you haven't had pizza in 15 years as a result.
It's very hard for me to get pizza. I have to crawl into the pizza place on my hands and knees and beg them for cheese dough yum.
Not let me apply the gift card. Well, that's a bitch. Hold up. Well, fuck it. It's not letting me read the fucking card. I can already see it now. Fucking Bite-Sized Cobra doing a fucking video. Cobra.
Bite-Sized Cobra makes you watchable. You should thank. Like, he hates all the stuff that allows him to thrive. It's really weird.
But this is...
You know, he's literally making you money, right? Like, you're getting more viewers because of him.
But in a strange way, him doing this is making the Bite-Sized Cobra clip better. So he's thanking Bite-Sized Cobra in his own way. It's a weird, twisted relationship.
Cobes might be playing some 4D chess here. I think I'm onto him.
He may be, or this may just be a perfect symbiotic relationship.
Pizza Hut gift card meltdown.
That's a great title. Bite-Sized Cobra, immediately write that down.
I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't mean to be so grumpy and irritable, but when I get hungry, that's how I get sometimes.
No one has ever in recorded human history been angrier at free pizza.
He's so... did you hear before where he was like, of course it's a fucking gift card? What? Yeah, how else is someone going to give you a pizza? Like how? Like that's the way a stranger would give you a pizza.
Oh my God.
Of one of your viewers being a neighbor who just brought you a pizza.
Yes.
That's how they're gonna give you pizza.
We watched this last video where he was playing with this cane. He has this Cobra cane, and he accidentally like kicked it over and spilled. He accidentally spilled it, and lost my train of thought. Scott was trying to interject with a hilarious joke.
Was right.
Anyway, he had this cane that he was like, "Hey, look at my cool cane," you know, and then he accidentally
Wait, like Cobra Cane?
Exactly.
Wait, Scott, was that the joke you made?
Yeah,
I just wanted to. There's a thing that women do in business where when one of them says something and all the men in the room just move on, another woman stops and repeats it.
Stops everything.
Yeah, it's called weckoing or women echoing, and it's a way
Grinds things
women
to a halt, ruins things for all the men, just so they can hear that again.
It's a way women can empower each other and make each other feel heard. You're welcome. All right,
Thank
please
you,
continue,
sister.
Billy.
My name is Ben.
Well,
I know, but I wanted to hear from Billy.
I'd like to hear from Billy.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Magicus, you can't send us a pizza right now. We're doing a show. We don't have time to type in a gift card. We can't handle a gift card right now.
Gift card.
Actually, Asterios, can we talk about how before we started the show, you said Maddox was a cunt and you dare him to sue you again?
Asterios, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead and sink down, bitch.
Why would you say that, Ben?
Because he said that.
No, he didn't say that.
He was like, I dare that cunt Maddox to sue me
This
again.
is not true. I will tell you this, though, Ben. Maddox has high reason to sue you.
Yeah, he can. and you know what? I will tell you, Mr. Maddox, that it was definitely Asterios that motivated me to do everything I did that you want to sue me for.
You go to jail. You go to jail for lying under oath to Maddox. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I am so
You're a
glad
little-
Ben has less to blackmail me with.
Little bitch, LOL. So you know what I said to that guy? Just because you said that, I'm going live again, LOL. That extension cord is for my internet when I want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
More
And I
cable
see a lot.
What was that, Asterios? Was that about Maddox, too?
A lot of hot chicks
Hey,
on Chatterbait.
Asterios, I'm going to text you a bunch of information you can use against Ben if you would like to
you,
shoot him back.
Which helps with the dry spell. I'm not going to be watching that while I'm on YouTube. If you hear the weird noises, YouTube might I'd be like, oh, no, can't have that kind of content on YouTube.
This
Jesse
guy's head
Ryan.
is shaped like a butt plug. Anyone else notice that?
Oh, yeah. Whenever I think of things that I want to put in my ass, I think of Cobra's head.
And says, Chatterbait's good for the old one-night hand. Instead of one-night stand.
No, you know, I specifically said if Cobra laughs, I walk. I can't take it.
That's fucking great.
No!
Stop it!
That's really not good.
So check this out.
Oh, God.
His hand smells, Tyler. Of course it does.
Hey, dude.
Oh, because of all the masturbation.
Yeah, there's no way that his tactical soap removes the smell of sin from his hand.
Dude. I mean, I had a wank to her earlier and tried to go a second round, but I'm like,
Did he say he
I
had a
consider
wank to
myself
her
lucky
or a wank
to even
to
be able
her?
to finish once at this point.
That's what I first heard. I assume he meant to her, whoever her is.
I hope it was to her and it wasn't a wank tour where he toured around his city wanking it.
Hey, look, my Ozzy hair it's come
Cruising
back.
USA.
His Ozzy hair. Ozzy's like 70 years old and has more hair than him.
Did he get less hair right now? Can you, like in this very frame, it seems like he has less than he had a minute ago.
Can you keep it paused right here just for 1 second? It looks like a baby being born out of like a 1970s porno star, doesn't it?
The top of his head is actually just a baby ultrasound.
Just barely. That's not the real Ozzy Osbourne. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? With a YouTube channel that calls himself Sosh Jonders.
Hey Josh, little Ozzy here.
It's a dwarf Ozzy.
Cute.
Just want you to know I'm a Gothic King Cobra fan. Your buddy Kyle is concerned about you.
Oh.
Is this a cameo or something?
Probably from Mini Ozzy.
kind of tough doing these, but
Okay, I have a critique here. Okay, he looks maybe like he could be Ozzy, but he's not even gonna fake the voice. Like he's not even gonna put it.
I kind of respect
He's
that
an
he's not doing
American
the voice.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
he's an
He looks
American
you right in the eye when he shakes your hand.
coherent
He's
Ozzy
up on hair.
Osbourne.
from someone that has done every drug there is to do and has realized that it's a trap and that there's no high like the most high.
You're not even the real Ozzy Osbourne. Are you fucking pathetic? You fucking loser, dude.
Oh, wow.
He is not in any way claiming to be the real Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't know. He was doing the voice pretty well.
Yeah, shut up.
No. You know how I know that? I'm one of Ozzy Osbourne's biggest... Dude, seriously, I'm one of Ozzy Osbourne's biggest fans. I got freaking Ozzy knuckles right there on my left hand. This dude's sitting there trying to pretend to be Ozzy Osbourne. It don't sound like this, you fucking wanker. No, if he would have done the fucking voice like this, you know, and if he would have had the fucking tattoos and shit.
See, you were right, Ben. If he would have done the voice, he would have completely fooled King Cobes.
That would have been hilarious.
I would have been
He
like,
should've
okay,
just
you know
done
what?
it.
That's more convincing. But I'm like, dude, that guy was the biggest fucking Ozzy wannabe. Like, some guy pretending to be Ozzy Osbourne, trying to
Did you
convince
see this before, Ben? Did you watch this before?
No, I did not watch
so
this yet.
you and Cobra came to the same outcome on that video independently?
Well, not the exact same, because I wouldn't have been fooled. I just think it's lazy of him to claim to be Ozzy Osbourne on like dwarf Ozzy Osbourne.
I love that both of you got that out of him though. Because I wasn't
You
even
didn't
thinking.
think of that?
No,
You're not familiar with. Okay, so if someone's like an impersonator, aren't they supposed to at least try
I think
to
that's
sound like?
expectations, right? But obviously,
Yeah.
like within a second, like you knew there was no voice, so you didn't like dwell on it in my mind. But it's interesting that was like two responses. Did you think that, Scott? Did you think that, Asterios?
That this guy should have sounded more like Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, like he
I'm
wasn't
sorry?
trying.
Yeah,
I
because he sounds like
enjoyed that he
Ohio
wasn't
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
He sounds like Tatanka when he drops the acting. He's just like, hey guys, Ozzy here.
Hey, it's me, Tatanka.
Yeah. He just seemed like a lazy cameo, dude, making his $5-10 to talk to somebody. I like that.
Me to become Christian. That is so fucking sad, dude. Hail
Cobes is
Lucifer.
really going in on him.
I'm just saying, dude, that wasn't the real Ozzy fucking Osbourne. I would know Ozzy if I heard him talk. He's got that undistinguishable
80%
voice.
sure that was the
guy-
real Ozzy.
I didn't even sound like he's even touched drugs in his entire fucking life, dude. Are
Did
you
people
serious?
tell Cobes that was the real Ozzy? Were they like, hey, Cobes, we got a message from the real Ozzy for you?
But now he's like, this guy doesn't sound like he's touched drugs. Like, I would take him at his word. It doesn't mean like he hasn't.
Yeah, if anybody tells me they did drugs and then show me a Bible, I'm thinking they are hiding their masturbation practices.
He's sitting there trying to pretend to be the Prince of Darkness. That is fucking hilarious, dude. And when I saw it, it looked nothing like him. It looked kind of like him, I guess, if he was like
Well, wait
80,
a minute.
90 pounds.
Cobra, did it look kind of like him, or did it look like him?
I think that guy looked more like Ozzy Osbourne than Cobes looks like Ozzy Osbourne.
100 and some odd pounds heavier. But that, apart from the glasses and the long ass hair, he didn't have any freaking Ozzy knuckles. That was your first dead giveaway that it wasn't the real Ozzy Osbourne.
Look at
I'm
Detective
just fucking
Sherlock
saying,
Holmes
you
over
two.
here.
I bet
Show that
Sherlock
look,
Holmes
show that
is
biography.
really good
Yeah.
at those things in Highlights magazine where you have to find the differences between the two pictures. I bet he rocks at that.
Dude, it's his favorite pastime. He's still doing one right now from 4 years ago. He's been focused on it. That's why his eyes always off kilter, because it's looking at the damn.
He's got 9 of the 10, but goddamn it, he can't find that.
He
10th
always
one.
keeps one eye on that puzzle until he can fix it, finish it.
Get you.
Sick.
I'm gonna get you 10th difference.
Josh, you are loved, bro. Also, a heads up, Courtney has a private channel in her Discord, and she was making fun of you and said she saved the clips, sending it to Soggy, a.k.a. Bite Size. I think she's secretly a troll, dude. Be careful with her, please. Just trying to look out for you, brother. Well, I appreciate you looking out for me, but here's the thing of it. Why would Courtney be friends with me and Richie Wright for this long just to troll me. I honestly don't think Courtney's
because
a
you
troll. I
deliver
think
content. Like here, Copes, I'm gonna break it down for you. I hope that she's genuinely a good friend of yours and treats you right, but like she would continue to pretend because you continue feeding into it with the craziness. Her sending you that pizza was hours of content, hours that you. It was like an hour of you, and then us doing it for an hour, and then every other person, bite-sized Copes, getting an hour worth out of it. It was great.
She was in our comments too. The person who sent him the pizza. Yeah. It was kind of weird.
I sure hope.
I would bet there's a 100% chance of her being a troll.
I don't know. I still believe in.
One example of you mean the video we watched where she directly trolled him? That wasn't a clue.
You know what? That was you know what? That played a factor. I still
believe in human decency. I think that she's a true friend. I'm just saying, there's it doesn't mean that she's a true friend just because she's been a friend this whole time.
Billy wants to go to Wyoming and hang out with King Cobra
so badly.
Of course, yes, he does.
I want to be his wingman and get him girlfriends.
I'll tell you what. I showed Scott that beautiful mansion in Toledo, and when I told him that you wanted to turn it into a streamer house, he was like, he lost respect for it. Yeah.
You'd have more respect for me if I just wanted to move to Toledo? What is wrong with you?
No.
You're sick, Scott.
Start
You're
a nice
sick.
family.
That's such a mischaracterization.
Don't forget with the last name Paul in there. You had ill intentions for that mansion.
No, I was gonna go in there. I was gonna treat it like my dirty little bitch.
Cobes, it's insane.
What? Don't do that.
It was a Victorian era mansion built in 1895.
Don't Cobes sack your lap. Yeah, it was a nice mansion, and I just got to fill it there with content. You get a bunch of
It's not a mansion for content. It's a mansion to be respected. You light a nice fire in the big wood-burning fireplace.
Yeah.
You sit around, tell stories.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Scott.
Giant, beautiful dining
I'm
room
sorry,
there.
Scott, but the past is for the past. The future is now.
The future is not in fucking Only Use Me Blade, though.
Hey, I'm gonna fill that house with delicious content. I'm gonna have half e-girls, half drunks, and it's gonna be stupid.
No hiding it. I've gone bald. Nothing you can do about it. I still have whatever hair I have left. So instead of focusing on the hair that I don't have, focus on the hair that I have left. Because I've seen people out there who have way less.
Traveling through life, may it ever be your goal to keep your eyes upon the donut and not upon the hole. This is some true Cobes logic right here. Don't focus on the.
Do you have any non-food based wisdom?
No, not at all.
Okay.
He doesn't have any non-food based stories either.
Why would I? There are no non-food based stories.
Less hair than I do.
Nothing
Nothing a couple of hair plugs wouldn't fix. Ugh, dude. Like the widow's peak. And then the
Okay, I got to pause real quick. Scott, can you take another drink of your drink real quick?
Oh, weird.
Okay. I was like, does Scott have a green screen behind him? Is he green screen his entire bedroom?
There's something happening.
Yeah. That's
I have the filter on there.
That's okay. I for some reason I thought Scott was like,
there's an automatic filter, so if someone has a green screen, it
Billy, if you're implying that I am using a green screen and the picture I have superimposed onto the green screen is my own room, I will wholeheartedly deny that.
I thought you were doing I thought you were doing a reverse Trumpster Bob where you wanted to hide your mansion from everybody so you don't get targeted for being Richie Rich the Third.
I want Asterios and Scott to see the Cobra Kane ad. We have played this before, but I think it's worth taking another look at. Here it is.
It's good.
Fuck off! Hey, what's that? The bad guys in Karate Kid?
Life can be hard.
Yeah! Nice!
There are no snipes on the sidewalks. Your wand materials haven't grown back. Your favorite hat starts shriveling up. And there is no end to your dry spell in sight. When Sky God doesn't like you, and Lucifer is embarrassed of you, what's a sexy gothic bad boy to do? Why not try Cobra Kane? Yes, Cobra Cane. The all-in-one essential tool for dark wizards of all ages. Got a hard-to-reach itch? Let Cobra Cane handle it. Need to pee in the middle of a gender relations rant? Let Cobra Cane guard your throne.
Safe spot.
Made from the finest pewter and walnut wood, then covered with a protective coating of black and emerald-colored spray paint, the Cobra Cane is made to withstand the most autistic of tantrums. With Cobra Cane by your side, you can do your best, every day.
This is where he spills his drink, and he freaks out because it's all the booze he had left.
Really?
Oh.
I just spilled the entire fucking drink combination I had!
Cobra Cane. It's most definitely what's up.
God damn it!
That was well done. I'm
It's
a fan.
most definitely what's up.
It was most.
That screen where they showed the two little kid wizards, and then it had Cobes. Like, I don't know how they even got that camera angle of Cobes with
It's
his
an
hand
interesting.
on it.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, I've never seen him in that position, but I like it. But I don't like him with kids.
It was a very wizardly position.
Did you see the Ricky Berwick dance video?
Do we have it?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn down just because the music.
Yeah,
I don't know.
my guy. Oh my God. Yes, I'm so proud
It's
of
a
him.
miracle.
He's been rehabbed.
He got better.
He got best.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him, Dancy Berwick.
All right, let's do the Streamlabs, and then we'll move on to the next part.
That's most definitely
What's
up. The Bebe Cheese, the Bebe Cheese says, I love plushies. What is that adorable plush behind you, Asterios? By the way, your smile is contagious, Asterios. You and Scott are great guests. Hit like, everyone. That's Tickle Pickle Rick.
Pickle Richard? You talking about him?
Yeah. I think that's
wait.
or one of many other plushies.
This is one of the a listener of ours bought this. This is one of the it's one of those Japanese anime singing girl show. Love Live. This is Yo Watanabe from Love Live.
Never heard of
In
it.
her little, yeah, this is like her school, like her hall monitor uniform. It's real cute. My girlfriend likes this one.
Is there a patch on her cheek worn out from kissing?
You be nice to these little Japanese anime girls. They're little girls, Scott.
They're little girls,
They're little
goddamn.
girls, Scott. You be nice to them little girls.
I need to protect them.
Unknown one gave us big love. Lord Magic says, "How can I send you pizza right now? You can't. We have no time to type in gift codes right now. You sicko, Magicus." Flame Lights give us big love. Majorly Awesome said, "Senior Sweetness. Any magic cards you recommend for a red and white deck? What type of deck is it? Well, are you talking standard? Are you talking eternal? Are you talking commander? If it's EDH, you got to have Sunforger in there, right? Such a good card. Sunforger is such a good card. But yeah, just give us another $10. Say what type of deck it is, and I'll give you all the good tips in the world. It'll be totally worth your money." Flame Lights gives us more big love, and Bebe gave us a huge 1-year Patreon subscription, and that catches us up for today. Hey. Boros Charm.
Here's the news.
He called me sir and got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
And
Action
you
news.
better well learn to love it.
We have Trump's tax returns are in the hands of New York prosecutors.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
for
Tom.
the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. They won a round in the Supreme Court, avoided a second one, and you'd think from here it was smooth sailing. But really, those millions of pages of documents that you referenced are, in fact, the hard part of the investigation ahead. How do you organize them? How do you put them together? And how do you try to figure out whether or not you've got a case and wrongdoing ahead? So,
what do you think is going to come out? Is there going to be a skeleton in the closet? And if so, what will it be? Will it be that he's not as wealthy?
Is Elijah Wood playing this guy here?
This is Elijah Wood's dad, I believe.
This is Elijah Wouldn't. Do you think it's going to be criminal, or do you think it's just going to be like exposing?
I'm just asking, what if anything? It might
I
be
think it's
nothing.
just going to be the same as any other like rich business criminal. Like they scam their taxes.
I was thinking, I was thinking it would be that he's not worth as much as he says he is, or it'll just confirm that he hardly paid any taxes. Like I've paid, like him as president, with all the wealth he has, paid less taxes in the 4 years he was president than I did during those 4 years.
I wonder how QAnon's going to spin it.
More than the president, Ben. So that only makes sense.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What I'm looking forward to is there was a New York Times story a couple of years back that Trump would apparently say his buildings were worth very, very little when it came to tax time, so he wouldn't have to pay a lot of property tax. But when he would try to sell them, he had like a separate set of books that were like, these buildings are worth a fortune. You got to buy these super expensive buildings. So that's the big story to look out for. Was he like intentionally committing really dumbass tax fraud? And I can't wait to find out.
That'll be fun.
In the state of New York with their tax filings, and were they doing it at the same time? And were they making...
They always, whenever they show him on one of these news networks, he's always making a bad face. It's usually the duck face, you know?
Making representation.
It's like he's posing.
He does make it really a lot, though.
Yeah.
So it stands to reason it's going to show up here and there.
But if there was like quantum realms or ghosts and you could find a face that you could just jam your penis into whenever you wanted, wouldn't it be Trump's? Like maybe he's just getting like quantum fucked in the mouth.
To banks about income and assets. At the same time, they were making perhaps different presentations to state tax authorities. So those are the types of things that they'll look at. They'll try to speak to some of the people involved in preparing these taxes, getting them before a grand jury, locking in their testimony, and perhaps, according to one former federal prosecutor, Andrew Weissman, who was involved in the Manafort case, the key...
Maybe this guy is Sean Astin and Elijah Wood fusion dance together. Like
oh my God, he's every Hobbit.
I think he's all Hobbit. He's the all Hobbit.
Might be flipping or getting some of those people to cooperate in the ongoing investigation to perhaps be able to tell the narrative of what happened here. Now, this case has expanded. Initially started with Stormy Daniels and the payments that were made there, and now has gone on to other Trump properties, and as CNBC reported, even his property in Seven Springs, New York. So,
do you think the Trump library is going to have an adult section?
It probably should. It should probably be the first.
There's like a beaded curtain to a back room at the Trump library.
It kind of seems like Clinton should probably have one of those too.
But maybe
JFK.
Just as long as we're paused, I also want to say that this guy seems like he's afraid that if he moves his body even slightly, his head will roll off his shoulder.
He must never move below the neck.
It might. You never know with these people.
You never know.
I don't trust a guy in a suit, and I've been in a suit before, and I should never have been trusted.
I never trusted you when you were in a suit.
Yeah.
More to come, but a long ways down
Or
the road.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Shep.
Tom Winter, thanks so much.
Tom Winter.
Shepard Smith here.
Shepard Smith. He's reptilian, right?
Yeah.
If Ben and Billy did the fusion dance, what name would they have? Asterios and Scott too? How does a fusion dance renaming work?
Is it just like celebrity couple style, just Benifer? So what are we? Scott Asterios? Scott?
I like Scott Asterios a lot.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think if Ben and I fusion dance, our fusion name would be Ben Gay.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, if we combined Ben and Billy, it'd be Ben.
I love it.
Yeah, you like it? But with the
I
B,
love it.
Billy.
My middle name is Benjamin.
My middle name is Billy.
See?
That's for
My
real.
middle name is Antonio Rakiakos Kiskus.
It sounds likely, Asterios. I don't know how I don't know how your people ever made it into this country with names like that.
Baby.
How did your people
In this
make it into this
economy?
country?
With a name like that?
With a name like Schmuckers, it's got to be Asterios Kokonos. Welcome back, Ben.
Thank you.
Ben!
Thank you.
While you were gone, I don't think we talked once about, what we
Thank
always
you.
talk about when you
That's
leave.
great. Here's
Yeah, it was mostly Asterios talking shit about you and saying that he dared you to blackmail him again.
Okay. Well, I was just on the phone with Maddox, actually. That's why I left the room.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Maddox called and said he's coming over, and I said okay.
Come on over. Maddox invited me to his house one night.
Those are, okay, joke's over. Like,
He did.
of course he did. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so I'll make sure he doesn't sue you again, Asterios.
One Republican member said that the American Rescue Plan was to the left of Lenin. Seriously, to the left of Lenin? Money for schools, vaccines, direct checks to struggling American families, checks that nearly every member of the Senate supported just a few months ago. Now it's to the left of Lenin? This kind of
Is that really what they're
reflects-
saying now?
I mean, I hope they're saying that, and Schumer didn't just pull this out of his back tail.
The left of Lenin to like give one check? It should be monthly, in my opinion. It should be a monthly $1,400 to $1,800 check.
Yeah, it's to the left of Lenin to do what Trump suggested they do, and they backed out on then. And now we're literally fighting to pay the other part of what Trump suggested when he was president, and that's the left of Lenin. Okay,
Sounds like communism to me.
this is we're all like anybody who believes that the taxes that we pay shouldn't come back to us in a time of crisis like this to keep the people surviving while people are profiting off of every penny they can pinch off of people during a crisis. If you believe that, you've been groomed by our federal government.
Position is not going to wash with the American people. It wouldn't wash at any time, but it especially doesn't wash during this time of crisis.
In this country, if the people who win elections want to hold on to power.
Just when I thought I couldn't be like I don't like hearing Schumer talk. I think he's a muffin head. He's a muffin head.
Got him.
And
Got his ass.
then this guy comes on. I'm like, you know what it is? All politicians are scum-sucking trash. And then I started to think about it. I don't like lawyers. I don't like doctors. I don't like anybody who claims they're here for the people when they're there for the paycheck.
It's almost like you have this faux rebel persona that makes you think you don't like any authority figures.
They call me,
even
yes, I'm so glad you're here.
They call
Thank
me
you.
Barney
Thank
Rebel.
you, thank you, thank you.
They call me Barney Rebel, man.
It's almost like you don't like anybody more educated or successful than you.
Exactly.
I'm with you. I don't
Exactly.
like them either. Burn them all.
Exactly.
Luckily,
Also,
I don't know.
handsome. I don't like.
Luckily, I don't know any, so it's okay.
Oh, there you go.
Perform well, pass sound policies, and earn the support of the voters again.
Take the pudding
House
out of your
Democrats
mouth.
do
You
not
must
get to
lower
take
the
their
Senate.
razor-thin majority, which voters just shrunk, and use it to steamroll states and localities to try.
Did you say use it to Stamos?
John Stamos localities.
Are they going to Stamos the government right now? Or are they going to pigeonhole them into a stinking band? Like what's Stamos mean? Rebecca Romaine got Stamos.
He's gonna be playing the bongos.
Prevent
You're talking
themselves
about original Mystique?
Yeah.
from losing even more seats the next time. Protecting democracy cannot be a partisan issue.
I don't
What
know.
does that even mean?
I mean, you can never know what he's saying.
We're just protecting
That's how
democracy.
effective he is. People clock out halfway through his speech every time.
The biggest stories the moment they happen.
He starts off like, well, you know, I'm just a turtle doing turtle things. And you're like, okay, I'm done listening.
Sounds like he's eating lettuce while he's talking.
He is, and raw hamburger. And then he gets to the end and it's like, and that's why we're going to drop the nuclear bombs on the middle of America. And everybody's going to die.
That's why there are only two genders. Good night.
And we're like, whatever, dude. There's only two genders, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Wrongo.
Oh, God. Attacks on Asian Americans spike across the U.S.
Attacks, yeah.
On Asians.
So we were talking about the other day.
Tonight, CBS News is investigating the troubling rise in anti-Asian.
Bullshit. I think crime is just up across the board, and that's going to include crime against Asian people.
I was watching some of this on the news, and like there was crimes on video that were like just random people attacking old Asian people. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, like some people do that anyway.
This is like a crazy.
They're gonna do that anyway.
This it's a crazy level of evil. Like if you're racist, like why are you attacking old people? Why not attack somebody that can fight back? You're weak if you're attacking old people.
Okay, who among us has never hate crimed an old Chinese guy? Let
Mark
him cast the
Wahlberg.
first
Mark
stone.
Wahlberg. Can Mark Wahlberg cast the first stone?
No.
Attacks.
No, he cannot.
Hate crimes against Asian Americans have skyrocketed since the start of the pandemic. We get more now on this from CBS's Jamie Yukas.
The owner at this butcher shop in Sacramento says she's frightened after security cameras captured a man tossing a dead cat in her parking lot.
Do you feel like this is a hate crime?
How do you feel about that, Scott? Now whose side are you on?
That is a hate crime against the cat. I don't care about the lady's property.
Oh my God.
Of course.
He should go to jail for
really
the cat thing.
By the way, Scott, not to go off on too much of a tangent, but last night Pimp Monk claimed you stole a wrestling gimmick that he came up with before you were even born.
Agreed.
Like he came up with the big cat gimmick.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Pimp Monk said that last night. Pimp Monk said that your wrestling gimmick was something he came up with before you were even born.
It's about time that Pimp Monk stood up for himself on this one.
And I stole from him despite not knowing of his existence until the year 2020.
That's what he said.
Yeah. You really messed up, Scott. You picked the wrong one.
Yep.
I guess I did.
You should have been like a mailman. You know those occupational gimmicks go far.
Or a female man, whatever you want to be.
I could have been a plumber. Could have been a hockey player. Could have been a trash man.
Yep.
A truck driver.
Wrong.
An undertaker.
No, a truck guy sounds pretty stupid. I don't think anyone would ever do that.
Doubt about it.
The eyes you made.
3,000 hate incidents directed at Asian Americans nationwide have been reported since the beginning of the pandemic, according to one advocacy group. A 91-year-old Asian man in Oakland was thrown to the ground.
That's messed up.
In New York City, an Asian American woman was violently assaulted in broad daylight. And this violent attack on 84-year-old Vishal Ratanapakdi,
Looked like something on a football field.
American, who later died from his injuries.
With the China virus.
Some blame the rise of anti-Asian American discrimination on the former president's rhetoric.
Kung flu.
Can we find these people that are doing this and like charge them to the fullest extent? Like,
oh, of course of course.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I think you're still not allowed to do that, even if there's more of it. I think you still get in trouble for it.
If someone dies, you should be charged with murder. Even if you didn't mean to kill them, that's second-degree murder. You know?
But what if somebody died because you were
or involuntary manslaughter, isn't that? Second-degree murder, you still meant to kill them. It's just you didn't plan it ahead of time.
It wasn't planned. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would be manslaughter, right?
What if somebody died because you were fatting around like on a subway and you turn around while they were walking and they bounced off your bulbous butt and landed on the subway train tracks and got rolled over?
I don't have a bulbous butt.
Well, like in general, like let's say somebody
hypothetically, you had one and co-hosted a show called Drunken Peasants.
Yeah. and they bounced off your butt into the subway and died, would you still have to be charged? Like, couldn't you claim you were just fatting around to the judge?
No, it'd probably be
Now
like,
I've come across the fatting around defense in my time as a justice, and
they'd
it's
probably
really
just
a
put
case
you
by
to
case
death
thing.
for that instead. You'd probably just get the chair, and yes, they still have the chair.
It's I think it normally ends up around involuntary fat slaughter.
Joke's on you. We can't fit in that chair.
They use 3 of them.
Could you be?
It's like
They make
it's
you
like
pay for
the
2 chairs, like
Yeah.
yeah. It's like being on an airplane.
Could you imagine being the fat guy that had to get 2 chairs when he got the electric chair?
I hope Lizzo never gets the electric chair.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody want to be great until you got to be great.
This violence against Asian Americans is just so upsetting.
Tam Nguyen is part of a community organization that's working to raise awareness about anti-Asian hate crimes. There's also a Twitter campaign.
Whether it's speaking up, whether it's sharing, or whether it's lending a hand and reaching out to your Asian American friends.
The victims also include Air Force vet Denny Kim, assaulted last week in Los Angeles.
It's absolutely senseless, and it really breaks my heart.
I will say there was one time I went out with Joe, and this Asian man and his friends jumped Joe and beat the crap out of Joe. I feel like Joe probably started it somehow, even though he got
I was
jumped.
gonna say, follow-up question: was Joe asking for it?
Yeah,
more than likely he was. I would assume he was.
Is it a hate crime if they beat up Joe? Because they probably wouldn't have beat him up if they weren't Asian, right? So then does that become
Let
a
me
hate
ask
crime?
you this:
Did
was
they use
Joe
kung fu? Did they use kung fu?
I don't think that's a fair question to ask.
Why?
I wasn't there. I can't answer that.
Joe, did they use kung fu?
Joe says I won the fight, Billy. He actually did kind of win the fight because the guys ran off.
Orally?
No, like they didn't. Like they ran off, but like they jumped him. Like 3 guys jumped Joe. Is it less of a hate crime if it's more like I don't know how hate crimes work. Somehow here, there was a crime and it involved Asians. Does that make it a hate crime?
Always.
I'm so confused.
A hate crime is
Every
when
time.
someone commits a crime on someone and they make it obvious that they're doing it because they hate their race or their religion or something else like along
Aren't
those lines.
most crimes hate crimes, though.
But you
Like,
have to-
If you,
well-
if you hate your damn wife and kill her, isn't that a hate crime?
You know what? You can probably never be convicted of a hate crime unless you literally make it clear that that's why you're committing that crime. Like you're
just, like,
openly
keep it to yourself. That's why you're killing.
Now,
the
what if
person.
you
They-
miss-
They don't gotta know. You still know. You still know why you killed that Chinese guy, but they don't gotta know.
Marky Mark, man. Marky Mark and the
Marky Mark.
Funky Bunch. He knew. He knew why
When
he was
he-
attacking Asian
when he
people.
blinded that Vietnamese guy.
Yeah.
What if while you were attacking the person, you misdiagnosed their race and you thought they were like Middle Eastern? Turns out they were just Italian, and you beat them and said some Middle
Then
Eastern
it's okay.
slurs.
Misidentified
Misdiagnosed racism?
hate
yeah.
crime is not-
Okay.
As long as the person, even if you thought they were something else, even if the person can be considered white, then you're off the hook.
Feel
you're
the
not even in trouble for
vibrations.
the assaulted fact.
Feel
It's
the
sort of a wash.
vibrations.
I don't want to take away from the severity of these attacks. They're not good, but also, we do joke around, and we are joking about certain aspects.
Asterios, how do you feel about Marky Mark? Do you feel the vibrations?
I feel like he could have stopped 9/11.
I agree. He's on that plane. Forget about it.
Yeah, this one's on Marky Mark.
Yeah. Okay. Follow. Let's flesh that out. If he thinks he could have stopped 9/11, shouldn't we blame him for 9/11 happening?
That's the only thing the 9/11 Commission said. They released a one-page report. It was just the words, "Where was Marcus Mark?"
Yeah, I
That's his
never
full
stopped
name.
calling him Marky Mark. That was way better than Mark Wahlberg.
I think it's short for Marquise Marquez.
Have you ever? I mean, he's Wahlberg. He's Donnie Wahlberg's brother.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's how I know him. I know it was not Wahlberg's brother.
Has
Donnie
anyone
Wahl.
here eaten Wahlburgers? Just
No,
wondering.
because it's only in that one city.
I saw it in L.A. There's one in L.A.
And in Toronto.
Is there one in Toronto?
There is, and I've eaten there.
Cool.
Tell us everything.
It was fine.
Fine. Mediocre.
Decent burger. It didn't knock my socks off for like $13. There's a bunch of really like lame merchandise everywhere, which I believe Adam bought something to stick on his fridge, I think, because he wanted to commemorate being at Wahlburgers.
Where's a similar burger place that compares to Wahlburgers that you've been to that we may know? Is it comparable to like a Five Guys burger?
No, it's not as fast foody as Five Guys.
Is the bun soft or is it more firm? That's a big part of the burger.
I want to say soft, but it's been a minute.
Have you ever been to The Counter?
No.
It's a good burger place in like the LA area.
Do you like smash burgers?
I don't know if I've had one.
Like okay, have you had like Shake Shack?
You know, Mr. Beast's burger, I think, is a smash burger.
Yeah, because they smash it down like really flat, and the outside gets like a crust on it. Yeah. It gets really thin, like it gets almost kind of burnt on the outside, but it's really flat. Yeah, and it's like smashed down. You know.
I had a fantastic burger. If we're talking LA area, at shout out to Slater's 50/50 in Pasadena. Although I think there's a couple of them. The patties are 50% beef, 50% bacon, and like you.
Awesome.
I saw Billy's eyebrows go all the way up to his hairline when you said that.
And you fill out a form for like all the bullshit you want on the burger, and there's a ton of stuff you can put on it, and it's one of the best burgers I ever had.
That reminds me of The Counter. The Counter stuffs their burgers with bacon and cheese. So,
Nice.
and
I like that.
they do like a half-pound patty, like a big old stank patty. And they might even do a 1-pounder. It's nuts. You get a big old burger, and it's got a little bit of pink in it. You eat it, you get the blood farts.
Ooh.
You go to the hospital.
Yeah. So you just got to grind up the bacon with the burger meat?
Yeah, it's ground bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down for that.
No,
It's whether or not it's the best burger, it's the best burger patty I've ever had, for sure.
There's no minimum wage increase in the COVID relief bills.
Thank God.
Minimum wage is like $7.50 an hour. That federal minimum wage. So in certain states,
really low.
Yeah, in certain states, like in Washington, it's way higher. But there are some states that just conform to whatever the federal minimum wage is.
Yeah, I think Biden's stance on that is he's going to have to fight that separately from this.
Of course he will.
He wants to get the relief in. That's what he's saying.
A raise for everybody would be a lot of relief if they're working, though. That's the problem. Like, it won't raise unemployment. I would say raise unemployment for people that aren't working, or maybe both. I don't know. I think they are raising unemployment. Actually, though, it's an extra $400, which isn't as good as the.
It's like $100 more than they're giving right now, right?
Yeah. All this compromise, seriously. I know it's not going to bankrupt the country for another 12 to 18 months.
But it's not going to fix any problem we actually have. It's not even really a Band-Aid. It's not even really a Band-Aid.
I mean, it lets people like stay in their homes, and like people who are renting out property still getting paid for it.
Just barely, because they've watched the way they can make us suffer for almost a year now and deal with it. We're all still dealing with it for the most part. There's some collateral damage, obviously. A lot of people are losing their businesses the same way a lot of people lost their homes in 2008 when they made us deal with it.
I mean, when you open a restaurant, you open it like, if I can fill this place, I'll be making good money on it. But now when you're forced to be at 25%, you're probably not operating on much of a profit right there. You know?
One good thing about the Biden administration is everybody was complaining about Trump putting kids in cages, at the border.
Yeah.
A lot like how Obama did. Now under Biden, They have announced their first migrant facility for children.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So, things are really changing around here.
Sounds pretty chill.
Migrant facility.
There's breaking
for
news
children.
now on CNBC, and this just into our newsroom. The Senate parliamentarian has ruled that
I saw this old news report that Shepard Smith did when he was like a local reporter for whatever his local channel was, and Gigi Allen had just done a show in his town and had like pooped in his hands and thrown it on people in the crowd. And it's Shepard Smith like talking about what Gigi Allen did. It's amazing.
You know that they actually recoined that term for the shit you throw at a Gigi Allen concert after that to they call it a shepherd's pie after that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I read that on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
the $15 minimum wage hike that's been proposed that the president had promised cannot be included in the president's coronavirus relief package. House Democrats preparing to advance the $1.9 trillion relief bill sometime tomorrow. The question had been, would it be proper and appropriate? In fact, would it be sort of within the rules
Could you
to
pause
include...
this for a second? This guy's explaining it wrong. So they were trying to put in the minimum wage increase through a Senate maneuver that would have allowed them to have it on a 50-vote minimum, not a 60-vote minimum. You need 60 votes to avoid a filibuster in the Senate. So Bernie Sanders is actually trying really hard to convince the Senate parliamentarian that you could pass a minimum wage increase under something called reconciliation, which is a special kind of Senate maneuver where you pass a law that only has to do with budgetary issues. And the parliamentarian said no, and that's why the minimum wage increase is out. Sadly, this wasn't an issue of like Biden over compromising. The parliamentarian fucked us.
I say you start coming at us with the parliamentarian like that, we're going to come at you with the proletariat.
I pulled up the Shepard Smith Gigi Allen thing.
Yes!
This year, WCPX TV Orlando. Michelle Morrow with tonight's news.
She got hair.
Meteorologist Pamela Kister.
They all do.
And Mike Storms with sports. This is News
Sorry,
96.
Mike Storms doesn't do weather? Are you kidding me?
What happened here last night would make most of us sick. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining News Night 6. The club owner says it happens in big cities everywhere. Last night it happened in Orlando, something you would never expect to see in public. And in the end, 2 men arrested on charges almost beyond belief.
The way she's
News Night
talking
6
about
report-
that, you'd think this was the worst thing to ever happen in an Orlando nightclub.
Wow, yeah.
William.
Shepard Smith joins us live outside the Club Spacefish on Church Street with this exclusive report.
Spacefish.
Michelle, we must warn, what you are about to see and hear is quite graphic, but it's true. Happened at the Club Spacefish.
Then why are you putting it on TV if it's so disgusting? You creeps. They just spent a minute being like...
They tell you how bad and disgusting it is and that nobody should see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show it.
On the news!
On the news of all places.
This is how that movie
Interesting. I'm
Stand
keeping
By
my
Me
eye on
started.
Shepard.
Last night, a band called Gigi Allen and the Murder Junkies performing at a club that prides itself, in its words, on having shows on the cutting edge. People paid $7 to watch a man defecate into his own hand while he was nude.
At the time, they paid more than the federal minimum wage.
Yeah.
Now,
That is
not so much.
Just the beginning. This is the Spacefish Cafe. Tuesday, they say, is a dead night. Monday apparently was not. Mike Brown owns the place.
I would say that you never really know what's going to
So we
happen.
go from
when
Mike
Gigi Allen
Storms to Mike
performs.
Brown.
This is
Is it me or does Mike
Kevin
Brown
Allen,
look like he's
arrested
from Orlando?
when police raided the club.
Woody
What did he
Harrelson
do?
and Natural Born Killers.
Relieved himself and did it all. I mean, you name it, it was probably happening.
This guy
police
loves it
report
too.
is
He's
quite
smiling
explicit.
about it.
Says the
He's into
singer
it.
took his own feces began throwing it at people and eating it.
He was actually off the stage. He was right down here off the stage. Just stepped off and decided to do it. Most everybody here probably thought it was funny and I really don't think people were shocked.
People outside were.
Yeah, they went to a GG Allin concert. Was anyone surprised at his behavior?
What's this guy about to say?
Shocked.
This guy's about to deliver a jewel.
And we came outside and the guy ran out the door naked and he was throwing chairs and he had used the bathroom on himself but was throwing it on the people as they came out the club.
Butler says strange activity is nothing new here.
It's a bunch of well-to-do white kids who come down here and when they let their hair down, they let it down too much. And it caught up with them last night.
You're right.
It's a bunch of well-to-do white kids, and when they let their hair down, they throw shit at each other and eat it.
He's right.
We do be like that.
We be like that.
Allin wasn't the only one naked. Donald Sachs arrested as well.
He was naked and he was smashing the mic into his head and rolling in glass and everything. Like I said, it's not very typical, but these were things that we expected.
Not out of the ordinary, says Brown. Happens in clubs all over the country.
This is the first bit of big city to come to Orlando.
And Gigi and the murder junkies, as they're called, are welcome to come back. The club owner says next time it will be under his terms if it happens. He says Orlando simply isn't ready for this sort of activity. The owner of the club says that he spoke with his lawyer this afternoon and said, go ahead and talk to reporters. They're celebrating our report now.
They're celebrating our report now.
Do you good. Michelle.
Okay, beyond words for me to even comment.
Now
Thanks,
Michelle's
Shepard.
into it. She's like, well.
Has Gigi left town yet?
After I've heard that, I wouldn't mind snacking on a turd myself.
What hotel is he staying at?
Right.
Just follow the stench.
Died in Central Florida, a 12-year-old boy.
All right.
Follow the poo.
And then it goes into a story about a 12-year-old boy. They know what they're doing, those sickos. That's why Shep Smith's on CNN right now.
It's more that grooming you were talking
No,
about.
he's on MSNBC now, I think.
It's all the same to me.
He was on Fox News and then he left, and now I think he's on MSNBC. Here's police chief warns extremists desire to blow up the Capitol. There's talk that there's these extremist rumblings that people have picked up on with regard to maybe attacking the State of the Union, which is the one time where basically the entire federal government is in one room together at one time.
Except the designated survivor, Kiefer Sutherland, and then he gets to be president.
Is that how that works?
That's how that works.
Tonight, we are learning the extraordinary security at the U.S. Capitol will continue at least until next month. More than 7 weeks after the armed insurrection, there's concern the danger is far from over. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports from the Capitol.
Tonight, what a lawmaker calls new and disturbing threats targeting Congress, nearly 2 months after the Capitol attack.
Members of the militia groups that were present on January 6th have stated their desires that they want to blow up the Capitol and kill as many members as possible with a direct nexus to the State of the Union.
President Biden's address to Congress has not been scheduled, but the elevated security posture around the Capitol will stay in place at least through the speech. Acting Chief of Capitol Police Yogananda Pittman acknowledged the department knew militia groups and other extremists were heading their way on January 6th.
These groups plan to be armed. The target of the demonstration would be Congress.
More than 10,000 descended on the Capitol grounds. Around 800 forced their way in. That includes 2 former Rocky Mount, Virginia police officers who pleaded not guilty today
So
to
many
charges
cops
they
were
were
there?
in the Capitol.
I know
A lot of cops.
a few Seattle cops, like a handful of them.
Pittman said undercover Capitol Police were sent to surveil the crowd at President Trump's rally that morning and intercepted demonstrators' radio communications.
That's
Officers
cool.
guarding congressional leaders also had been issued assault rifles. Yet Pittman said her force was still unprepared for the
That's
onslaught.
not cool.
No credible threat indicated that tens of thousands would attack the U.S. Capitol.
The intelligence missteps cascaded into inadequate preparation,
which placed the health and lives of frontline officers at risk.
The intelligence missteps make me think maybe they wanted this Capitol attack to happen to make everything look so foolish and stupid.
What say you guys?
I think that Billy's just saying what he's thinking, and he's not really thinking about it too hard.
Yeah,
And
He always has
knee-jerk-
this kind of
My
take.
knee-jerk reaction is to disagree with Billy.
Yeah, I think the play here is just to move on because
Yeah.
it's like, you know.
I think it's
'cause the thing is,
obviously-
if we come back at him, then he's gonna come back at us harder.
Yeah,
with like an ironic opinion about how this is a psyop. And
Yeah, we were just going to kind of ignore him.
Yeah.
It was
You
kind of
know,
the route we were going.
as much as I'd like to, I can't because he's here and he always says this kind of stuff. So like most of the show would just be me ignoring
Yeah, but he's
him.
only there for you. He's
Yeah,
not
that's your
there
problem,
for
not
us. That
Oh.
seems like a Ben
So you have
problem.
no comment on that, you guys.
I think
No,
since
but my comment is, I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
I know.
since everybody agrees
Thank
with
you.
me, let's just move forward.
Nobody agrees with you. None of us here agrees with you.
No, your shit's dumb, Billy.
What was that?
What? Nothing.
The
I agree,
acting
too.
chief said even if her command staff had gotten that FBI memo that warned some riders were coming ready for war, she says it was consistent with other intelligence they already had, so it would not have changed the Capitol Police plan for the 6th. Nora?
Chris Van Cleve, thank you.
I don't know, though. I think Asterios does agree with you.
Well,
I don't. God damn it.
He thinks it was a psyop. In fact, I know for a fact Asterios has attended several alt-right get-togethers.
10,000 people march upon the Capitol building. 10,000 people march upon the Capitol building, and the ones that were in there stealing like statues and picking their nose and farting with Chewbacca bikinis on, they're the ones we get. Dude, that's a psyop.
You see what happens? You see, he's going a layer deeper now. He's
still
going
talking,
a layer
Ben.
deeper.
He's still talking.
He's gonna try to convince himself of this, and then before
He's
you
already
know it,
he's
worked
already convinced
into a
himself.
shoe.
All Billy
No,
needs to be
he's not
convinced is
He doesn't even believe what he's saying. He's just saying it, say it. But he'll double down on it as hard as he needs to the more we push back on it.
Exactly, I agree.
But how does that? Okay, that's fun.
No, it's not fun.
I know it's not, especially on a show where we talk about things where like the best course of action is just to like ignore it and talk about something else.
That's pretty
Like,
good, yeah.
No, it's not.
Get off it.
Another question. Yes.
Well, everybody in this group is going to want to talk and answer that question, I'm sure. I'm going to be brief so I can pass it along to a few others.
I want to. Oh, I thought this was the one. I got the wrong video. She like hung up this thing today about how like there are only two genders, but then she put sexes on it, not genders. She said genders, male and female. Like she doesn't understand the difference between gender and sex, I guess.
Yeah, and then underneath it said trust the science.
Yeah.
And these are people
Like
who think global warming is caused by.
I was going to say,
quote,
it seems they only
Jewish
very selectively trust the science.
Trust that there are Jewish space lasers. Trust the science about that.
Trust it.
So who's the Roger Stone looking fellow in the Undertaker outfit?
That's Roger Stone.
Yeah.
I thought Roger Stone was taller.
He's back and he's pissed.
With his classic murderer's gloves. That's Roger.
He's dressed like the bad guy in Roger Rabbit.
Yes. Yes, he is. And he means doom for our country. Thank goodness he's under investigation for perhaps inciting the Capitol riot. Because there's like a million pictures of him with Proud Boys. Still like hanging out, having disco fries, shooting the shit on the day before the insurrection.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Asterios, I'm with you on all
QAnon
of that.
rep
except I
hangs
don't recognize
anti-Transtein.
disco fries.
In a video,
It's poutine.
QAnon backer Marjorie Taylor, la da da.
Yeah.
There are two genders, male and female. Trust the science.
So where is she putting this up?
Right outside her office, because the
just
congresswoman
for
across
attention or what?
Yeah, the congresswoman across the hallway has a trans child.
Oh, so she did it to be mean.
Well, so the congresswoman across the hallway hung up like a trans pride flag, and then Marjorie's like, I'll tell you who not to have pride in, your own child. Yes. And then she went down to Kinko's and spent $90 on this bullshit. Which is nice of her to stimulate the economy, quite frankly, but still, I'm very upset.
Was the $90 out of petty cash? Because this was a petty thing to do. She posted the video in response to a clip Representative Maureen Newman of Illinois shared after Green tried to block the Equality Act. That's a cute flag.
It is cute. I like the colors.
Newman, whose daughter is transgender, advocated for a bill to ban discrimination based on sexual orientation.
I'm voting yes on the Equality Act for Evie Newman, my daughter, and the strongest, bravest person I know.
Wow, I know a lot of strong people, and like 2% of them are trans. As mothers, we all love and support our children, but your biological son does not belong in my daughter's bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports teams. Dude, do you know how easy it is to get in a girl's locker room? All you got to do is be President Trump. He bragged about it all the time.
What's their deal with the bathroom thing? What do they think is happening?
Yeah,
you can just walk into a bathroom.
Not if you're not the gender that conforms to the little plastic sign. A force field stops you.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I did not know about the magic. That's my bad. I rescind.
I did some exit polling at bathrooms, and it turns out that there's more problems with a trans woman going into a men's bathroom dealing with the other men in the bathroom than there is with a trans woman going into a woman's bathroom dealing with the other women.
Yes, of course. Yes.
This is from my extensive exit polling.
A lot of exit polling.
I see him standing outside of bathrooms all the time. I didn't know what he was doing.
Now when you talk about exit polling in reference to bathrooms, are you just talking about shitting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, a pole of poo-poo is exiting his rectum.
And I don't like calling it a pole because I tried to do a stripper dance on one.
Do you cut it off, though? You snip it, or do you let it release as a pole?
I saw them logs.
He has a pair of
Okay. You got a sawmill booty hole. You're a lumberjack with your booty hole.
2019, the Equality Act passed in the House, which was controlled by Democrats. Well, the House is expected to pass the bill again. Its future in the Senate remains uncertain.
Fucking Senate.
It passed today.
Was there a poop knife on the bad ads? God damn, that's so horrible.
There are poop knives, yeah. For when a log, you can just look at it and you're like, part of it's like coming it's like out of the water.
I gotta believe that I've took some of the more gnarly shits in existence, and I've never once been like, man, hand me a poop knife.
And you try to flush it and it broadsides the hole.
We got a hardcore F.
It broadsides the hole on the side of the toilet. I mean, we're fine as far as I can see, so I don't know why this would be happening.
Yeah, my computer screen went white over here, so it might be YouTube.
I don't know. I just refreshed and everything looks okay.
Cool.
Everyone refresh.
I'll make sure we're still live.
Yeah, Susan Wojcicki did not want me talking about the poop knife.
Bitch.
Yeah, but as far as I can see, we haven't dropped a frame.
Yeah, that's good. That's probably something on YouTube's end.
Of course. YouTube always working so well. It's hilarious that when we start streaming, I'll be watching the stream and I won't see that the stream has started until I refresh the browser, which is trash.
Yeah.
Good times.
I don't see. It looks like I'm watching, and it looks like it's working to me. So
yeah, it's back now. Everybody watching right now.
It's fine.
Remember to like the stream.
Babies.
We need you to like the stream. It's very imperative.
It's time for the Streamlabs.
You don't like the stream. The stream can get very sick.
It's true.
Oh, no.
The stream has a horrible self-esteem.
Oh, no.
It needs your encouragement. DJ Fix Soul gave us that 666. Thank you again, Fix Soul. The Bebe Cheese said if you were just fatting around and were a sweet boy, all charges will be dropped. I thought so. And I think that's actually catches us up. So.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, we're going to do antagonism. Here it is.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Are they going to touch me?
Now,
wow.
One of our pleb chat members, Jocular Jellyfish, in the pleb chat says, "What do you do with poop knife after use?" I
Put
actually
it back
called.
in its drawer without washing it.
I actually called the helpline, the poop knife helpline on the back of my poop knife package.
The
and they,
PKHL?
Yeah, the PKHL, and they told me they said keep a bag of Wonder Bread next to your toilet paper, and when you're done, just give it the old Nutella spread, and they'll be fine.
Oh God! All right.
And as a bonus, then you have a sandwich.
Here's Trumpster Bob calling the Democrats.
The Democrats.
Now this is where this guy lives. This is a background I can trust.
See, I thought Scott was doing this.
Tarp. Wait, what?
I am doing this. I'm doing this to hide my mansion. He's doing this to pretend he has a mansion.
He's Admiral Snack Bar. It's a tarp.
Yes, sir, Mr. Leo. This is Trumpster Bob, the only moderator to ever be on Simone Biles' group page, and the only.
Yeah, he's all like creepily obsessed with Simone Biles.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
the
all in
world
on
champion gymnast. That's like probably young enough to be his granddaughter.
I'm more
He's
of a
got-
Carrie Strug man myself.
Carrie Strug.
I like a girl with a broken leg who can't get away.
See, now you're speaking my language.
You know, Simone Biles, she's 4'8" or something like that. That's just crazy.
Yeah. She's 4'8". She's never had a period.
That happens to a lot of gym. Like a lot of weird stuff goes like their growth is stunted too. Like a lot of those Olympic gymnasts, they look like they're 13, but they're like 20. It's just crazy.
Well, they make them smoke from like age 6 on.
What you're telling me is if I'm ever a single dad and I'm too worried about having the period talk with my daughter, I can just put her in advanced gymnastics, Olympic level gymnastics.
Right when she's old enough to start.
Okay, if I ever am a single father, I'm doing that because I cannot have that talk with my daughter.
Oh, to ever be appointed to Kermit.
And then the bonus from there is after you put her in gymnastics, the 15, 20 odd years later, her coach, after getting indicted on sex trafficking charges, will kill himself like that guy did today.
That bothers me because I plan on being her coach.
Oh, trouble.
Okay.
And I got a couple of questions for Mr. David Cicilline that my fans want to know.
I love him. I love him.
Now, if you don't know who that show is, Kermit and Friends, that is Elisa Jordana.
Oh, he can say her name right now. He finally learned.
So, like, is his deal now like he name drops? That's his thing now? It's very cute. It's very cute.
I like him for his cuteness, his name dropping. It reminds me of the time that I was talking with Keemstar and Leafy is here.
Used to be the writer for Howard Stern.
We just watched a video not too long ago where he's like, I don't care about Howard Stern. Nobody watches that.
But now
I saw that. He was doing nothing but shit talking Howard Stern.
And Elisa's stream.
But he's big braining here. He's calling the Democrats. He knows how to honeypot the Democrats.
Oh, yeah. Those Democrats worship Satan. They're communists, and they love Howard Stern.
They love Howard Stern.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat why you're calling? I apologize.
I'm sorry, sir. What the fuck are you ever talking about?
Listen in, soft brain. I don't have all day. I got to make a call to Chick-fil-A in 45 minutes and thank them for their gay hatred sandwiches.
Raising Cane's.
Well, yeah, he's got to thank Chick-fil-A for their gay hatred sandwich.
He loves Raising Cane's.
Why am I calling? My fans got like basically 2 questions for this guy, David Cicilline, who they're calling the gay Italian.
What? Italians can't be gay.
Can't be both.
Trumpster Bob.
Trumpster Bob. Trumpster Bob. Man, how sad is it to still be a Trumpster at this point?
I mean, when he's calling himself Trumpster Bob in 2033,
if he's
somehow
still
he's not
alive.
dead. Yeah. After I said it, I'm like, he's not going to be alive that long. But, you know, even now, for the next while, it's pretty funny.
Well, it's one thing that he did do that's going to commit him to this gimmick is that he got Trumpster tattooed across his knuckles, which is really cool because most people aren't born with that many knuckles, but since he's a backwoods inbred.
Well, if he ever gets tired of the Trumpster part, he can easily correct that to Cum Dumpster.
Cum Dumpster Blob?
Right there,
That's
right.
my name.
You only have to change a couple letters.
It actually right now it's listed as COOT-Bob. Okay, but I am Trumpster Bob, and we got a couple of questions for what everybody's calling the gay David Cicilline, Italian. Italian.
Sir, are you asking a question?
Stallion.
It's gay David Cicilline.
Sir, so can I just take some information from you? I'm not going to answer any question.
I honestly don't know what you want.
Information and someone can get back to you.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend to take your information down and never call you back.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
The questions are easy. They just want to know what's the biggest dick you ever had up his ass. They want to know what the biggest dick you ever fucking swallowed and throat fucked. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Oh, because the queer can't answer the fucking question.
Isn't he such a nice guy? Man, Billy always talks about how much he likes him, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just pointing that out. Let's go.
Yeah, you little bitch. You just hung up on me, right? Yeah.
Yes, he's the foolish person, not a crank caller sitting in front of a tarp waiting for God to cull him from the herd. Yes, the guy you're talking to is the moron here.
I'm convinced it's a shower curtain and he's in the shower.
I think that he's just live streaming in the middle of a Gallagher performance.
He's front row Gallagher. I got it.
He's front row Gallagher. Turned around.
Later on in the night, he's gonna be like, who's the biggest dick in the house? Put a dick at my ass. But he don't want to answer.
I'm starting to get the urge to call Trumpster Bob right now.
I know you are, but you have to fight that urge. You have to fight it. It's not healthy. I know you're jonesing, Benny. I know you're jonesing.
The fucking shit on a public live stream. Faggot ass motherfucking David Cicilline. Booger. That fucking black faggot bald headed son of a bitch, right?
Whoa. Come Dumpster Bob.
Short.
The longer he talks, the more.
You want to hang out with him and be his friend?
The more I feel like maybe he's not a good dude.
Oh, really? You haven't heard enough of him already to figure that out. You're just now coming to that conclusion.
What?
Well, maybe. Like, he's still on the fence, but like maybe he's not as chill as I originally surmised.
Guys, he might not be the sweet boy I originally pegged him for.
Did you peg
him? Most of his family tree's from England because he's a bald-headed motherfucker, and that's how you know it, right?
What?
That's how you know it, right?
What
about, know about bald people?
What about bald people from Africa? I mean, like, what? I don't understand. Look, no, baldness comes from England, guys. It only comes from England. Only England. There's only bald people from England. Like,
that explains a lot.
Yeah, what?
In each other's dick. Having babies with her fucking sisters.
That's you. That's your family. That is you. You fucking inbred.
No, that's not him. He's gay.
Oh yeah. I forgot. He's a gay guy from California.
Here you go, Cory Booker. I'm finally calling your ass.
Hello, this is Cory Booker, and thank you for calling.
One of these days, he's going to get a visit from the Secret Service or the FBI for calling some of these people.
Called so many government numbers.
Cory Booker's one of the higher ranking ones, like working his way up.
He was in presidential candidate talk for a while.
Yes, he was. So,
To leave a comment or suggestion for me,
If Cory Booker would have went trans mid-run, he might be our president today.
what if he would have went Cory Booker T and
Ben,
learned the
I was
spinneroonie?
just thinking that and was debating whether it was too stupid to say.
It probably was.
So what conclusion did you come to, Scott?
He does the
I was not on the
spinneroonie.
fence, but luckily Ben solved it for me.
Yeah, Cory Booker would be the first 5-time president.
No,
pretty good.
If you'd like to
That's
speak
more
with a
than
member of my
FDR.
staff, please press 2. To hear
5-time. And he had the best promo in wrestling history. The one to Hulk Hogan that he cut.
Oh,
You
that
know-
is a good one. He did punctuate
Greatest
it well at the
promo
end.
ever. Greatest promo of all time. I've heard Billy do a good rendition of it.
Create that promo?
Yeah, please.
I don't think I can do it.
Why not? You don't have the
come on,
motivation?
you can do
I don't know.
I'm Hulk Hogan, and if you and your brother Stevie Ray win the next match, you get a title shot, which doesn't make sense why two guys would get a title shot. But forget about that. It's WCW.
All right. Let me prepare my Booker T snack tray. All right.
You're taking on Lex Luger.
All right, taking on Lex Luger. Hulk Hogan. Okay. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
By the way, WWE used an overdub and actual CGI to make him say "sucka" when they showed that. Yeah.
CGI? What did
Yeah.
they manipulate the lip?
They made him say "sucka."
Where
It's like, why not just cut that out completely? But they have to try their best to manipulate every little detail.
They should. Was it Conan
In
O'Brien?
WWE.
Was it Conan O'Brien that would cut out the mouth from somebody's mouth and have them?
It's like
did they
when we
use
have-
that?
No, it looked more real than that. But as someone who's seen it, you can tell they made him say "sucker" instead of.
They should have just did it like
He said,
Conan
"Sucker!"
would do, and have Bruce Pritchard with his white lips say "sucker."
Yeah, just like a white guy's mouth.
Sucker. That'd be so. That dude. If the WWE did that, they should just whoever edits Tim and Eric videos,
Dude.
edit old pay-per-views and re-upload them.
Dude,
as
I watched this John Cena documentary that they made recently on WWE, and they showed the first match John Cena had where he got attention against Kurt Angle, where he came out and it was open challenge.
Yeah, that was his first
And
on
John
Big
Cena,
TV, right?
on the WWE network, they made it seem like John Cena's music back then was "The Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson. Yeah, in it he walked. It's like and John Cena comes out.
I thought he did use the SmackDown music because he didn't have music yet. 'cause
No, this was literally Marilyn Manson.
They used Marilyn Manson for that, didn't they? That was the SmackDown music.
I don't think John Cena's music was ever Marilyn Manson.
No, because he didn't have music because he wasn't.
It was like generic music.
He wasn't an established superstar yet, so he came down using I thought the SmackDown intro, which at the time was
not the Beautiful People.
Why are you sure? I thought they used the Beautiful People for SmackDown around that time.
I thought Beautiful People was Raw in 1997.
No, that was All Together Now. Or what? Raw? Maybe that was 98.
No, it's like when they're fighting in a warehouse and there were explosions. I swear it was Beautiful People.
I don't know. No.
Am I crazy? Somebody help me out.
You know what I'm going to do for you, Scott?
97-ish
You know what I'm going to do for you, Scott? I'm going to go back in time.
You know what? Billy's right. Billy's right. It was for SmackDown. It was the Beautiful People music.
Beautiful People.
From you know what? This would explain it, and I was mistaken here, because this would have been this time frame. So yeah, it was the beautiful people, and they just gave it to Cena. Okay,
well, no,
I remember
they
that
didn't give it to
differently.
Cena. He didn't have
music
Cena.
yet.
Yeah, Cena was coming out
and they
answering an
played
open
it.
challenge,
And they played
since
it.
he wasn't an established star, had no music. They played it just because they were putting him out. As it would be weird to have him have music ready and everything because he was only answering the challenge as a nobody, you know. And that was his big break. He was gonna become a somebody because he was gonna last with Kurt Angle. Scott, to answer your
Worst
question about
mistake.
Raw, I'm gonna go back in time really quick in my time twister chair.
We're going out tonight.
And I'll watch the episode and I'll come right back and tell you, okay? 1 second. Time twister.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I just want to point out that Nickelback was the theme for Raw for like 4 years.
Yeah, Scott, I went back in time. Turns out that was the night that they preempted Raw for a dog show, so I got no answer. Sorry.
I love the dog show. I can't watch dog shows anymore. I used to love to watch, there's one on Thanksgiving every year that I watch, but I have this little dog that just wants to destroy every other dog she sees, but she's little, and her bark is so high-pitched, it makes my ears ring, and if I watch anything that has dogs in it, she freaks out the whole time. Like, she turns into, like, this little, like the hellhounds from Ghostbusters, only, like, 2 pounds of it.
Seems like the easy solution here is kill your dog.
See, this is crazy to me.
It's not, no.
Because when I hear the term 2-pound hellhound, I think of my crotch monster.
Nope.
Interesting. By the way, I looked it up. Beautiful People was indeed the Raw theme in 1997, so everyone is cordially
It got
invited
passed
to
around.
suck it.
Share your thoughts with me.
Hey, I tried to prove it for you, Scott.
I know,
and
Westminster,
it was dog show night.
All right.
I know it.
That are important to you. If you are from New Jersey and would like a response, please leave your name, address, phone number, and email address.
Corey Booker, this is Trumpster Bob, and my phone number is 972-748-9989.
Nobody call him. Nobody
No, you
call
shouldn't call
him.
him.
Did he say Corey Burger?
Nobody call him right now and act like you're gay and try to, yeah.
1-900-909-9900.
The Ram Ranch.
Just want to know what the biggest dick you ever had up your ass is, and what's the biggest dick you ever fucking throat swallowed and throat fucked.
One-track guy at the end of the day, ain't he?
He claims everyone else is gay, but all he ever does is he like projects his gayness onto everyone else. It's
Ben,
really weird.
As a gay guy, I think you're gay.
As a gay guy, I think you're gay.
Damn it, you just proved us right.
Thank you.
Guys, don't fight. You're both gay.
Sound the real gay to me, Scott.
Ah, you got me.
Asterios, do you want to come queer your way up into this conversation?
Yeah, you want to be gay too?
Homophobe Asterios.
If I'm gay, I'm a failure as a gay guy.
Yeah,
I'm a failure
You're
as
the first gay incel.
Yeah. And I went to a furry convention and came up totally dry.
Well, that's on you. That should never happen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a failure as a gay guy.
That would never happen if you went to a scaly
Except
convention.
literally the ones I've been to as well. So I feel you, Ben.
Like, is it 22 inches, 32 inches?
32,
big black motherfucking dick down your throat, or what kind of shit?
Absolutely wreck you.
Please call my channel any fucking time.
Call
on my
your
phone number.
channel?
I'll go live stream right then and there while we wait for your fucking
Cory
answer.
Booker is a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's making a ponage video on Cory Booker.
Fucker. You Tootsie Roll little fruitcake fairy bitch. These
Well,
are the questions that people want.
That sounded kind of tasty,
My
though.
fans are
Like, I know that was
begging
a
me to call
diss,
you and ask you these
but
fucking
Sounds like a
questions.
nice dessert.
A Tootsie, I would totally, if there was a menu and on the dessert menu there was a Tootsie Roll fruitcake fairy bitch, I would order a Tootsie Roll fruitcake fairy bitch.
You have to order it half an hour in advance, though. It takes a while to make.
So call me back, you
That's
little fucking
fair.
Tootsie Roll bitch.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm sure
Scott-
Cory Booker will get right on that.
Ben, remember when we went to the not the 5 spot, but the 5
Point?
5, well, no, it was 5 spot. Not
5 spot,
point.
which is permanently closed, by the way.
It's
I'm very-
permanently closed.
Yeah.
Scott,
Oh,
yeah.
Ben, no.
Oh,
I
you
fucking
like
love
Five?
Five
Oh
Spot.
yeah, I used
Dude,
to,
that place is so on point. It was, and they had like a seasonal menu, and everything was fresh.
Yeah.
And they had a good bar with like all the drinks you could possibly. Yes, that place was
You
amazing.
Legitimately ruined my night. I'm
Yeah.
very sad about it, for real.
I-
I love that place. I go there all the time.
I used to go there with Scott all the time.
It's done, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I keep getting served articles that are like 30 New York institutions that have died during the pandemic, and it's like, I don't want to click this. That's incredibly depressing.
Yeah.
Too sad. Don't do it.
Here's a list of places you'll never get to enjoy again, and the government's
Love
doing
that.
nothing.
Fuck.
Yeah, sucks.
Which
Jesus
he is.
fucking Christ.
He ain't nothing but a fucking faggot, right?
Whoa!
All right, there it is. I did a fucking call in. Plus bonuses, okay?
Oh, by the way, Trumpster Bob is now in our Discord. So if you want to tell Trumpster Bob what you think about the video that we just watched, click the link in the description, join the Discord, and at him. It's at tbob. T-Bob. If you just go in there and type at T, you'll see him in there. T-Bob.
Jocular jellyfish.
Actually, can we take a minute to appreciate that Trumpster Bob knows how to use Discord?
No. Stop. No, it took us like 40 minutes to get him in the Discord and to get him in the voice channel.
Yeah.
No.
That
Oh my
makes
God.
sense to me. This wasn't a self-taught thing.
Cory Booker's dating Rosario Dawson?
Yes, he has been for a while.
Why is Trumpster Bob even talking about Cory Booker's love life? If you are in bed with Rosario Dawson, you are the alpha male Chad.
Yeah, actually, Trumpster Bob likes black girls a lot. Like he's thinking for Simone Biles and stuff. So maybe he's just kind of butthurt, right?
Rosario Dawson.
She's like Afro-Cuban, right?
I don't know what she is other than gorgeous and talented and better. She's the best of us. When I think of the human race, all right, I put Rosario Dawson right up there with Natalie Portman. They are the best of us.
I don't know if anyone has ever looked better in the world than Rosario Dawson in Clerks 2. She's
Clerks
so
2.
hot in that movie.
She is really hot in that movie.
I had a friend that was in Clerks 2 in one scene.
Was it Dante?
No, it's the
was in many.
scene.
He was in a bunch.
It's the scene where they're working at the fast food restaurant, and what is it, Randall?
Yeah.
He's telling Dante like how he used to troll this dude online that was in a wheelchair, and they were like talking about that, and then they turn and look, and there are these two people at the at the counter. It's a man and a woman, and the man has like really droopy long earlobes. And the woman goes, "You fucking freak!" And she grabs the guy by his earlobe and like pulls him off camera. I knew those people. One of them's no longer alive anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the earlobe guy.
Yeah, he's no longer alive. But
Hold it. Hold
Good
it.
call. Good call.
But they were like a married couple back in the day. It's weird how they even got in that movie together and they like played characters in the same like together in a movie like that. It's really weird.
I haven't seen somebody celebrate the news of someone's death the way Asterios did since Rush Limbaugh passed.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. That guy was my buddy, dude.
The fact that this person has passed on is sad. But
the
fact that I called it is
But
great.
Asterios was right. That's what's important.
But
Same shirt, pay dirt.
But the earlobe guy, his brother is one of the biggest professional arm wrestlers on earth. And it's a big thing. Like if you go to like these weird arm wrestling channels, they get like hundreds of thousands of views.
I'm not a big fan of arm wrestling. Isn't that
I'm
fake?
not asking if
Isn't
you
that
are.
all fake?
That's
No,
not
man,
fake at all.
Look, it's predetermined.
It's not. It's
fake.
not predetermined at all.
It's sports entertainment.
It's not. No. It's not predetermined.
I'm pretty sure it's fake.
Okay.
Sounds like bullshit to me. Sounds like some gay wrestling shit to me.
I'm just really.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Devin Larrett. Yeah. I knew his brother Shannon Larrett.
I'm really proud of Cory Booker right now.
Shannon Larrett owned the body modification e-zine, BME. And if you've ever seen the video, BME Pain Olympics, that was a very weird, extreme offshoot of BME. That was like this extreme, like, people.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
My belly is full of chocolates. I bought this soda or this sparkling water. It's CBD. It says 20 milligrams broad spectrum hemp extract. What does that even mean? I don't know what broad spectrum hemp extract is.
If it contains the letters CBD, it's bullshit.
Is that what the B in CBD stands
Yeah.
for?
Complete bullshit detected is what CBD stands for.
I almost drank it upside down. It would have spilled all over me. I have problems.
You need more CBD.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So much time we got left.
CBD, Cory
Not
Booker's
much time.
dick.
We're going to do a little bit of stupid ads, and then we're going to sign off and remind everyone about,
one time.
Stupid commercials.
No one's effing, you guys. All right. Here it is.
Ready, set,
Is that a poop knife?
They're playing Stuff Your Face, the funny, frantic, marble-grabbing game from Milton Bradley. Each player works a pair of puppet hands to grab up marbles and stuff them in his puppet's face. The action's fast and furious, and whoever stuffs the most marbles wins the game. Stuff Your Face for Milton Bradley. Some assembly required.
Okay, so Milton Bradley marketing meeting, 1986. All right, boys. How do we make hungry, hungry hippos terrifying? Go.
And harder to play.
And worse.
They're like the action is fast and furious. Yeah, I can't wait to gingerly puppet a marble into a small clown's hole.
Oh, there's one. Oh, almost got one. Careful.
The crazy thing about this
would take forever.
The crazy thing about this is even though there's more people who have an irrational fear of clowns, hippopotamuses are more deadly.
Oh, they're one of the most
That's
deadly
true.
wild
Hippos
animals.
do kill a lot more people than clowns.
They can
But
run
the
very
ones
fast.
The clowns kill are much more horrific
Yeah.
Damn you, Tim
per
Curry.
capita.
They, them, potato head?
I think it's a they them potato head.
Oh, no, this is a panettone cake.
É que eu sou o panetone balduco.
This is Gal Gadot as a child.
É que eu sou o panetone balduco, melhor amigo do Natal.
They love their panettone cakes, their panettone Christmas cakes in Israel.
Yo, I want to eat that so bad.
I
know
eat
it's got
that
a creepy
singing
face. I love those cakes that are full of raisins and is it candy? I don't know.
Who's to say? We'll never know, but
I
they're
love
good.
to eat it. It's very brightly colored. I know it looks like my shit, but I want to eat it.
Hanky, the Christmas poo, boxed in a cake. I'll eat you.
Jingle bells, Santa smells, Christmas really stunk.
Wow. Late 90s, early 2000s, ultra edgy, like, yeah.
This is an aesthetic I can get behind. This
I
speaks to me,
like my gifts
a
were all
punk
just
from
junk.
1999.
Boxes full of clothes, CDs no one knows. When I wanted
Look at that
something for my
TV.
Nintendo
These guys
64,
definitely had a backyard wrestling federation.
Absolutely.
Did they wear Jankos and have a chain wallet, though?
Of course.
Okay.
They're
They
still
shared
wearing
the-
those today.
Love you, Vanessa. They share the same girlfriend, too. It's awesome.
How about Rogue Squadron?
Do they have the necklace that's like the little balls? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
That's a good one. I call it the Shasta McNasty.
There was also the
Asterios
shells.
pop for that across
the
the
like
room.
the like shell network necklace.
Yeah, yep. Asterios got to come back and comment on that.
You're a fan? Thank
I
you.
could hear
That
him
was
pop.
a really good one.
I could hear him pop across the room. That was great.
I love it across the room.
Make
pop.
up for a lame Christmas. Get the hits you missed on N64. Mom and Dad.
All those were good games. Dude, Nintendo 64 was by
Those were
far
good
my
games.
favorite system of all time.
It was good.
It hit at the right time where
People
I needed
were
a
mad
system.
though because they could have gotten certain benefits that they didn't get that PlayStation had because it wasn't on a disc and it was still cartridge.
Yeah.
But they made up for it in a lot of other things.
Like
that
by
made
not
the
having a
gameplay.
waiting time.
Like good speech at the time was like an extra. Better gameplay and better games was better. So they didn't have all that cool sound that PlayStation had.
Their
but they
games
had,
were good.
Right.
I'm not sitting here trying to have a computer talk to me during my games. If I wanted that, I
Well,
would
that's
just
just
log
standard
on
now.
to Discord and have all the crazy fans tell me how
now,
cool I am.
there wasn't Discord back then.
Well, yeah, but back then, you could also just pop in a VHS and watch a recorded episode of Shasta McNasty.
Thursdays on UPN.
Ronald, everything looks green.
Dude, I love puppets, dude. I don't know.
You know what this is for?
Shrinkage?
Tis the season.
Diarrhea?
Tis the season. Think about that.
McFlurry?
No, come on.
Oh, Shamrock Shake.
Hello, boys. I'm back, and I'm painting
Uncle
everything green.
McShamusy? Shamrock McShamusy's or something?
Shamrock shakes are
There's
back.
a green grimace. What
It's
the
his
fuck
Uncle
is going
O'Shaughnessy or Shamusy's or something.
They're a beautiful green. They're a beautiful green that we never seen. Shamrock shakes. They're a beautiful green.
Uncle O'Grimacy. That's his name, right?
Something stupid like that.
That was filmed in one take.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is fake.
It just looks like a real commercial.
Fake and gay.
There you go, Billy. I can get you to stop talking. You know what? I should just keep that just in case. Like, anytime Billy starts saying some dumb shit, I'll just, like, play this.
You know it. If
And
you
he'll
want
shut
that
up
tone-
like he just did.
Yeah, his head cocks to the side.
Yeah, that's like when I say treat or you want to go for a walk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say want to go for a walk. Nope.
No better
Well,
exercise than a squat.
you know.
But
Squats are a girl's
are
best
tough to
friend.
do and can be so hard on
Is she
your
that
knees and
bad at
joints.
squatting that
You
she
know
falls
what?
back into the machine?
There's got to be a
ladies,
better way.
Bending down is hard.
There's got to be a better way. Introducing butt implants.
That's what this is?
It is a better way.
No wonder
No.
you give up. What if there was a way you could get all the booty
Cakes.
and body shaping benefits of squats without the strain and stress? Introducing the revolutionary squat magic from New Image.
Okay, this-
the
what is this, a
first
genetic
fitness machine
jackhammer?
ever to help you
Okay.
All the way up your ass.
Whatever she's doing right now, I'll take two.
The king of
Yeah.
exercises.
Oh my
And get
God,
all the
dude.
benefits of squats without the struggle.
Squat Magic will be your butt transforming secret. The results you'll see are amazing.
All right, this isn't fair. This is taking away good jobs. Like, I have a lap for a reason. We don't need this thing.
That's true. Billy is the original squat magic.
Take the money you were going to spend on a squat magic, give it to me, and just sit in my lap for 7 to 8 hours. That's all.
You'll get the results you
It's
want.
patent-pending squat-assisted technology.
I'm the human Sibian.
Feature. Just sit down and squat. The precision-engineered assistive technology literally guides you into the
Like,
perfect
what, did they just get the advertisement for Shake Weight and be like, how can we one-up this? Oh, I know. We'll have her ride the frickin' squat magic. No! What is she doing? That is... Asterios. Where is that going? She won't be able to have kids. How is she going to do it like that? It was one when it was just sitting back on it. And now she's literally opened her chasm to a world of destruction.
Why are you being so quiet, Asterios?
I just like the way this lady looks, and I just want to see more of the lady. And
How
so I'm
much
thinking
of it-
if I shut up, you'll play the commercial so I can see this lady.
Do you think part of her is swallowing it at this point?
I don't get too into it. If I'm watching,
She's
porn,
getting
I
down
wanna get
pretty
lost in
low
the
on it.
fantasy. It's like this is a very pretty lady, and I'd like to see more of her.
there's
Oh,
no
she's got a
strain
wedding
on
ring
your
on.
joints,
Next.
knees, or lower back. With
She's
Squat
beautiful,
Magic,
but I
you'll
feel
feel
like something's
perfect.
going to fall out of her after that.
Squats with
That's
perfect
traumatic.
tempo every
You're
time
thinking
with
too
no
hard.
trouble. You'll feel totally comfortable, stable,
Oh.
and balanced. You'll work an incredible 5 major muscle groups. You'll instantly sculpt and lift your butt, shape your legs, and tone and strengthen your core.
I do kind of want one of these.
No, you
This
don't.
is fantastic.
This is marketing
the best
right
thing
here.
I've ever watched on the Drunken Peasants.
You want to buy it just because of the commercial.
If there was a hole in it and I could use it while trying to poo through it, that might actually help me pump a grumpy. I'm down for that.
Ever seen a product out there?
I want to buy
that
the
works
one
with
that's
the
used in the commercial and give it a good hard sniff.
the butt and legs, like Squat Magic.
I never thought doing squats would be this easy. I love squat magic. I did not expect those kind of results. It's incredible.
I
With
used to
Squat
fall
Magic.
down every time I bent my knees, but now, thanks to Squat Magic, look at these cakes.
Yeah.
And
You'll
no
do perfect
bruises.
squats
If you want to
easily.
relearn how to balance yourself, just jam something
Yeah.
up your ass.
If you're completely developmentally disabled and for some reason can't just bend down a little bit, then try this.
It's a low impact, calorie burning, kick butt workout. There's no learning curve either. Squat Magic comes ready assembled, so you'll get in your burn zone and start.
I'm glad you have to
feeling and
assemble that
seeing
thing.
Results instantly. Plus, you'll be amazed at the variety.
I
of
think it's
squats
made of
you
a
can
flux
do, all
capacitor.
on one compact,
Squat by
foldable
themselves could assemble the Squat Magic.
machine in the comfort of your own home.
If you want that booty, or you want those legs, a toned core, or you want increased strength or stability, Squat Magic is a great way to go.
Great butts come to those who squat. Now, with Squat Magic, you'll finally get that firm, rounded butt and lean, shapely legs. With its different resistance levels and low-impact technology, it's the perfect exercise for all ages.
Did this
and
thing
fitness
sell a
levels.
lot?
I felt the big changes in my legs.
What if I told you this thing sold 14 billion units? What if I told you that?
I believe that.
That's 2 for every human on Earth.
Yeah.
For every human.
And in my butt almost instantly, like day one.
I'm sculpting, I'm firming, I'm toning, I'm about to get this body.
This is the toning machine I need.
Can you imagine if you were a child in Africa and you could have gotten like anything other than a Squat Magic and 2 of them show up because somebody ordered 1 or 2 for every person in the world? And they're like, oh, we got to get big box. Maybe there's some rice in it. I don't know. Maybe there's like a water filtration system. You get it and you're like, we got 2 Squat Magics
is
apiece.
why you squat. Now you can master the squat with Squat Magic, the ultimate butt and lower body toning and shaping sensation.
It looks almost like something's going up in their butts when they do it.
Ben,
It's like
I don't know how you came to that conclusion this far into the video. I
no. I already did. I was just like, no one else had actually said it yet.
I thought everybody watched and was just like, okay, we all know. Let's what can we do to top that? And then you came in and I was like, you know what? Ben's right. We never actually said that yet.
No.
One more time. One more time.
Should I play it over again?
I love this video. One more time.
Asterios, do you want to do a 24-hour stream with me where we just sit and watch this video on repeat?
Yes. I will never get bored of it.
You would. You wouldn't even last 3 hours. You wouldn't. You'd get bored.
They cast this so well. I'm so proud of this commercial.
Well, they always brought on a pretty lady who wasn't quite in the best shape to kind of offset all of the fitness models in the rest of the video.
I just think they did it's like, look, there's a million fitness models out there, but they found the fittest I love this commercial. This is so cool.
This commercial brings us together as a people. I love it.
I really, really like this commercial.
That's the real magic of squat magic.
This is going to be great.
Is this just the intro?
Captain N.
Hey, Paisano! What do you know about human sexuality, puberty, and STDs? What?
Not enough.
Then you need a trip to Nintendo Land for a crash course in knowledge.
I'm here.
I don't think this is a real ad, but we should watch this anyway.
We have to now, Ben.
Anyway.
You can't just put ambrosia in front of us and then take it away.
Whoa! Captain N, the Game Master.
Nintendo Power.
Welcome to Nintendo Land, my little garbanzo bean. You've been selected to learn firsthand about all the changes your body's been going through lately. Huh? Here's my brother Luigi now to tell you a whole heap of a spaghetti pile of information. Hello, Mario. Hello, I'm Luigi, and I'm here today to tell you all about...
Hello, Mario.
Now, going back to fake Ozzy, are we again going to be mad that he's not doing the voice, or we are just going to appreciate it?
This isn't the real Luigi.
I'm almost certain this is not the real Luigi.
Some people just want to shoot the messenger so they don't have to accept the message.
And its many effects. Puberty is a radical process whereby your body becomes an adult body, entirely capable of reproduction. Well, don't just tell him, Luigi. Show him. Luigi, what's that? Yeah, what is that? This
I
is
think
the
it's
male
a
penis
moose
and
knuckle.
testicles. In boys, testicular enlargement is the first physical sign of puberty. The testes have two main functions: to produce hormones and sperm, which are necessary for reproduction.
No.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, that's totally tubular. Within months of the testes beginning to grow, rising levels of testosterone promote growth of the genitalia, or penis. Pubic hair.
So is side question, is this stuff like supposed to happen before you're 37?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I
also appears shortly after the penis begins to grow. So that's what's been going on. But what in the name of lasagna lovers everywhere is puberty like for girls? In girls.
Oh, God. All right.
It's gonna be great.
What?
Oh, you want to finish it?
You have to.
Princess Peach's
I want to learn what a woman does.
Breast development
You're
is the
killing
first physical sign
Asterios.
of puberty.
Yes!
Oh. The
I
second
love it when
change is
you
pubic
get
hair
larger.
growth. Finally, with girls, menstruation and
Fallopian
ovulation
tubes.
begin to occur between 13 and 15 years of age. Ovulation is the production of eggs for the sake of reproduction, i.e. the joining of a male
Hey, what are
sperm
those
with
ghosts
a
doing
female
at that
egg
day?
during sexual intercourse.
they're
And 9 months later,
So
a
hyped.
They're
baby is
haunting
born.
Yoshi.
So that's how it works. Speaking of bouncing of babies, Luigi, what about an unwanted pregnancy, STDs, and AIDS? Yeah, what about that stuff? Hey, Luigi, what's going on here? Yeah, this is totally black. Mario, we are here to learn that if you engage in sexual intercourse without the use of contraception or a condom, this could happen to you.
Simon Belmont. I used to watch Captain N, the Game Master.
How in the tortellini shapes can he avoid such a fate as this? Yeah, by wearing a condom or latex covering, which is placed over the penis during sexual intercourse. The following exercise
Are they
should
saying if you
demonstrate
go
how effective
bald
a
by
condom
getting an
can be in
STD?
avoiding STDs,
Some of them
AIDS,
fall
and
out of your
teen
mouth.
pregnancy.
The good ones.
Syphilis.
And Mother Brain wins.
Quick factoid for everyone. The same person that did the voice of Mother Brain in Captain N, the Game Master did the voice of the plant
Feed
in
me,
Little Shop of
Seymour.
Horror. Yep.
Are you saying game master or gay master?
The game master.
You heard him.
Okay.
Two M's just bleed into each other, right?
Sex equals a safe landing.
Well,
I
I
like to
sure
bleed
have
into
learned my
Prince's
lesson.
pages,
I'll
folks.
always wear a condom. That's a wonderful news, kiddo. Yes, but remember, the only way to avoid STDs, AIDS, and teen pregnancy 100% is to abstain from sex altogether. But if you are going to engage in sexual intercourse, make sure to wear a condom. And the why is that again, my pasta-eating pally? Because as we all know, safe sex is the best.
Tell that to somebody who likes to be choked.
That was great. That's a
It was
PSA
funny,
for
but
everyone.
It did have a good message.
Yeah,
I
it's
liked it.
We don't. You know what?
Positive.
We were doing like don't drive while you're high ads for a little while. We were doing like PSAs from NHTSA, the actual like federal agency for like keeping the roads safe and stuff. So we know a thing or two about PSAs here at DP.
We applied to do some of the safe sex PSAs, but they're like, "Oh, don't worry, your fan base."
We were like,
doesn't need those.
we'll show you. We
no
will
one
have.
who's watched you has ever had sex. You
no,
guys
no,
are
no,
fine.
no. That's not what I'm saying. Nobody who's watched us have ever practiced safe sex. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, bunch
We're-
of raw doggers.
Yo, we're sloppy,
feel that.
disgusting.
That
We hump, and we leave a trail.
was educational.
You're gonna learn something.
So we are going to do our show, our movie review tonight. 3 Dev Adam, the Turkish Spider-Man. We will be reviewing that live immediately following this episode for all of our patrons and subscribe stars. $10 or above will get you in. Yeah, and tomorrow we're doing a show that you'll also qualify to watch live. So and after the fact, and I think there might be a surprise tomorrow.
A surprise?
There might be a surprise.
That scares me.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: there is an anonymous investor that is taking control of part of DP. I needed the cash. I pissed it all away. I'm at the, everyone knows this.
I didn't get a
Everyone
bonus
knows
for this.
it.
I'm calling the police.
Everyone knows this. I had to give it up for some cash, and now someone's in control. Someone else is in control.
Ben's been known to give it up for some cash.
This time, literally and figuratively.
I have to say, this is going to be troubling. I have no idea what this is, and I don't want. I don't want to know. Honestly, I want to be surprised like everybody else.
An investor that seems like a sick piece of shit said that he would give me the cash I needed to keep this ship afloat, but I had to make Egghead a commentator.
Bad start.
Yeah, this is going to be really... The cool thing about this is that we're all going to hate it and make fun of it in a month from now. So, win-win. No, it just sounds really interesting, Ben. I'm really glad that somebody's putting money into the show because it needed it. Needed
Look, I've heard that Egghead is a low-strung, low-maintenance, easy to work with guy. He just rocks and rolls. He doesn't get too much in his head, and he's an improviser that yes-ands. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's real loosey goosey. It should be a breeze.
They call him the Easy Rider. Is what
That's
they
what I
call
hear.
him.
You know, tonight
Because you want to shoot him off the back of a motorcycle. I'm sorry, Billy. I wanted to say
because you thought he was gay.
I love motorcycles. I really want to.
All I'm saying is that Egghead, he has the commentary position, and Egghead is also vowed to return at the following actual Mania, and I think we'll learn a thing or two about what Egghead's role at the following actual Mania will be after he does an episode on commentary, and I think we might hear a little more about that at tomorrow's show.
Sounds like a big money move here.
Exciting.
I think Egghead's role at next Actual Mania should be as a footstool. You know, they have celebrity guest commentators, celebrity guest announcers, celebrity guest referees. Then we need more celebrity guest footstools. Bebe Cheese said, what's the best way to support DP? Hit like on every video. I share the videos and tell my friends. Now a $10 patron, I want to know what more I can do. The sweet boys deserve it. I love you all so much, especially you, Asterios. Is plush, who I forgot who she is. Baby Cheese also said, what percentage of this goal do we have to get Ben and Billy to arm wrestle? 10,000%.
What? No. I mean, I'll do it. I don't know if I'll win, but I won't
do it.
I'll do arm wrestle.
I won't do it. Vanessa Barbie says, love you guys. Oh my gosh. Just when I thought that this couldn't get any sweeter. DJ Fix Soul said, yes! And that's the power of positivity. Thank you guys again for the Streamlabs. We are 36.25% of the way to our goal, and you guys made that possible. Scott, Asterios, anything you would like to say?
Hit it.
Yeah, sure. Just if you enjoy me being loud on this podcast, then you'll enjoy the loudest podcast, my podcast, where I'm very loud. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it here on YouTube, iTunes, everywhere there's podcasts. You look for the loudest podcast. And thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on, as always.
Hey, I'm Scott. You can, the best way to support Drunken Peasants is to support the pro wrestler on Drunken Peasants, who is 1 week away from having gone 1 full year without having professional wrestled or having gotten any money for professional wrestling. So send me some money at paypal.me/NotScottHenson or buy some merch at follow my Twitter at NotScottHenson, and there's a pinned post with merch if you want something for your money. And listen to the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast with a bunch of new episodes coming soon. So how about that?
Yes. I want to personally thank myself tonight.
Of course.
I did a great job. You guys, I'll see you again very soon. Everybody who's coming with us, the $10 and above patrons, going to watch the movie with us tonight. It's going to be a fun one.
Sign up now. The last one was great. The RoboCop one was legendary. You should sign up. Link in the description. If you're already a $5 patron, scoot it up. Scoot it up. Just one. All right. Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.